Hello everyone, welcome to City Crit. I'm Dungeon Master Harna, and joining me is this strange group of people that we like to call friends. Let's start off with a person. I
find out how he's breaking up with me.
This is how we, well, you did ask me how you're my best friend the other day. You're like, oh, your best friend? Anyway, let's start off with the, person who can do the least number of voices, which is a minimum of one, and then we'll work up to the person who has the biggest arsenal of voices.
Will does not have.
So I'm going to go
voice.
because I have negative voices. Because I can't do shit.
Will does Will.
I do me, but me and snoring, those are my two voices.
Will can't actually speak. This is all AI generated.
Yeah.
He's actually mute.
He just mouths, and then we just like stick an AI voice over the top of him.
Yeah, so this is all pre-recorded. We recorded this yesterday. Harry's painstakingly going through.
Will just
and
types
adding
out
words.
everything he wants to say, and it like pops up on Harry's screen.
That's why everything gets hilarious when one of us freezes, because Will can just say whatever he wants when he freezes.
So I will play Foggy the Jurgar Ranger. Pass on to the next least voicey.
I feel like that's me. Hi, I'm Mary. I play Asha, the ASMR cleric, and I could do about 2 other accents. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm George. I play Atlas Moreau, the Owlin Druid. I basically just have country and vaguely Eastern European, and then my own voice, which, to be fair, is a mixture of like 7 different accents.
There's still one though.
I will pass it on to... We're getting into like some level of talent here now.
Yeah. Well, we got Batman.
He could not do the Batman voice. He would talk as
I can
Kaz.
do the Batman voice.
Yeah, for like a solid 10 seconds, and then you'd be like, my throat hurts now.
I could have committed to the bit, but I wouldn't have had a voice the next day.
I still remember when we did it.
I remember
We had like
you
a
getting a
stupidly
bad
long.
cold, and Kaz was just silent for like a solid 2 weeks.
Yeah, because he was too committed to the bit to not go out of voice. So Kaz was just didn't say anything.
Like,
for a
Kaz
session.
doesn't have much to say, because he doesn't have much to say, definitely not because my throat hurts.
Yeah, Kaz, we're just going to take Alfred away from you.
I did eventually have to say, okay, he sounds like he used to. I'm talking like this now because it hurts my throat. Out of respect for Anthony, who is also a DM, I'm going to say I am the fourth most person the fourth least of the voices. I don't have as many voices as Anthony or Harry.
I'm also a DM if anyone would come to my fucking sessions, Ryan.
I was the one shot, by the way.
I think it went well.
Good, I'm glad.
Only
I'm
Harry
sorry
can
I
vouch
couldn't
for me
make
because
it.
he's the only person here who came.
Yeah, it was fun. I rolled
Good,
a
glad to hear
69
it.
on my stats and then made a sexually charged bunny rabbit.
Hello, I'm Ryan. I play Cyrus Revenmore, the ASMR Barbarian. And I will pass it on to Anthony, because he's the only one left.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I play Barris Darkhoof, the Satyr Rogue Fighter, and I'll pass it on to the Ultimate Master of Voices, RDM.
I have many voices
Although
because
he
I just
does get
changed
them
the pitch
mixed up sometimes.
all the time. My character notes in this
Scottish
campaign are
turns
not
into
as good as
Pakistan.
my previous one.
So many. What the fuck did this guy sound like? He's Scottish now.
Yeah, after this campaign, I'm going to go back to my old note-taking, which was just a load of Google Docs. I think it worked better for me just because I took more notes. I think the World Anvil is restrictive, but it is interesting, and I'm glad I got to use it.
Yeah, I was thinking of starting a World Anvil because my level of Google Docs has now reached, like, you know, red string map.
Yeah,
Would
but
you
like,
like
as
to
long as
buy
you know how to
more
navigate it,
storage
it's
for your
fine.
new-
Like, as long as you can navigate it, it's all good. Anyway, yeah, who wants to remind us what happened last time, what you recall?
Harry reminded us that we are the punching bag party by throwing an ancient red dragon at us, a group of level 7s?
We're 7s, but you are not
Specifically
level
throwing-
9.
Specifically
we
throwing
almost-
the dragon
Almost
at
level
our
9,
Harry.
unless something
at
big
our
happens.
cleric.
Which
yeah,
is why I
basically it
never
was like,
ever
hey, you
level
know
up
the
until he
one
says it.
character who can heal you? Well, not the one. I can heal a little bit, and Cyrus can heal,
I
but the
can heal a
main
bit.
character who can heal us, Death.
Dead.
The little
Death.
sweet jelly bean of the party got sicked by a red ancient dragon.
Look,
Um,
whoever was the back of the conga line was going to suffer.
we
That's not my
responded
fault.
appropriately
She's
for a
got
group of
little
level
legs.
7s and went, let's fucking run for it. We fucking ran for it. We ran
Hey,
for it into a
I
cave.
took a shot
We ran
and immediately regretted it.
yeah, did a whole 1 point of damage. We ran into a cave. We ran out of a cave. We ran back into a cave.
We dropped the Kiev on the dragon.
We dropped the cave on the dragon. It didn't slow him down much, but it slowed him down enough that we could get the fuck out of there.
You dead.
Yeah.
We blew up the fucking base they were in. Not to
He blew up
destruction
Iz's ship.
levels, but you know.
He ate Daze's ship and it exploded.
He did eat Daze's ship. He almost ate Daze, but luckily she ejector seated out of there.
Within
She flew
We are a
in
new
there.
ship.
seconds,
She
she
flew
flew
in
in,
there.
shot, got eaten,
No,
ejected
she
out.
flew in there, took a direct hit to like her ship that was meant for the cleric. Ejector seated herself out of there, and her ship exploded all in like 6 seconds.
She also did no damage. Unless you count the ship exploding as damage Daze did.
I don't think Daze intended to do that damage.
Yeah.
So we're 1 ship down, but we're
We can
all
get another
still
one.
alive, which isn't too bad. 1 ship down, 2 levels up. I haven't actually leveled
Yeah,
I mean,
up because I'm stupid.
I haven't leveled up.
I mean, we
yet.
could be really
Also, because
skinty
Harry
and just
was
go
like,
to
you'll
the.
level up after your next long rest, and we've all learned not to trust him on that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's like, your next
I
long
feel
rest
like-
after the dragon comes at you again.
we could be really skinty with it and go back to the amalgamate and just go. Yeah,
need
so
a
we
nap.
lost. We need a fighter. It got lost in war with an ancient dragon. They're like, you survived. See what they give us.
I think
I
it's
mean,
pretty
we're
impressive
getting
that
this-
we fought an ancient dragon and lived. The ancient dragon
Yeah.
lived too, but it's semantics.
Hey, running away is victory in that scenario.
Especially when someone shoots a ballista at it and misses.
I didn't miss. I hit the dragon. The only problem is he was wearing armor made of the same stuff as the ballista that I shot. Technicalities.
Yeah.
Running away from a dragon isn't retreating, it's advancing in a different direction. And the different
It's
direction
survival.
is
It's surviving.
towards living.
Okay, so we're all currently on board the Chimera. And I believe you are plotting a course back to Aurastone.
Yes.
Yes.
Anywhere that's away from that dragon.
I would like a lay down.
Astra's going for a nappy nap. Like, she doesn't care. Resting
It's gonna take us like 8 hours to get there because we were a long way away, isn't it?
It's 2
2
days
days?
away.
Oh, 2 days away. Yeah, I'm
it's
definitely
Plenty
having a
of
nappy nap.
time.
Once we're like in the clear, like once the others have had their naps, I will have my nap.
I still like the fact that thing, that assassin's probably just popped back to existence, surrounded by lava.
Oh god, I'm not lava proof.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a
they're
black
gone.
dragon, I think. isn't he?
Ah, I'm on fire.
Can I get a navigation check from
Where
the
do they get
navigator?
banished to? Is it hell? Yeah, let's scroll through hell. Where do they get banished to?
If it's their home planet, they just get like popped away for like a lineal space. He did the same thing to the Roper that one time.
Oh yeah.
Is Atlas doing a navigations check before she goes for a nap, or
I can navigate and then nap afterwards.
I can try, but I won't be very good
No,
at it.
no, it's fine. I can navigate.
I'm actually curious about that. Even if he was a red dragonborn,
It would
And
still
had some
I don't know,
resistance
can
to an
damage him, yeah,
immunity. If he is in lava, he must
Yeah.
still
The resistance
get
It's
It's
injured.
still gonna hurt a little bit.
stings a little.
I navigated 24. My roll 20 isn't loaded up for some reason.
Nice. That means you travel 2 days before an encounter. So that means you will not hit any encounters in this travel. So you traveled for 2 days unopposed, and if you were heading straight back to Aurastone, if that is the plan, perfect. Then you eventually see the like bowl where the like peaks all kind of like rise around, and the heart of the Orient Mountains kind of rising up, pristine lakes and forests, and this grand city of gleaming stone and crystal, towering castles and spires reflecting the light of the sun, which is just beginning to set over the when the mountaintops kind of beginning to cast the valley into darkness as night does begin to descend. Before we touch on exactly what happens as you arrive into Aurastone, you do have 48 hours to talk to your crew, to talk to each other, to do anything. Would anyone like to achieve
I feel
anything?
like that navigation check was literally just Atlas keying in all of the shit and then be like, okay, I'm going to bed.
That
don't have to
navigator's check
fly
was
this
to
shit.
determine whether we can level up in peace or not, I think.
After Atlas has her nappy nap, Cyrus, whenever he's going for his nap and she is finished hers, he will seek her out and he'll like knock on her door. Did I say Atlas or Astra?
I don't know. They
You said
sound the
Atlas.
same to me now.
I meant
Atlas.
Astra. We're all tired. Astra. Cleric.
A
The
name.
squishy one.
I feel like she groggily opens the door, like,
You see Cyrus standing in the hallway holding an axe.
what? Why?
I'm sorry that
Ryan?
you had to
Ryan? Who's right?
give up your.
Who's Ryan?
I'm-
There's a
Who's
stowaway on this ship.
There's stowaway on this ship.
So can we level up right
Why does
now?
it have such a weird
Let's
name?
just hold off just in
Okay,
case. I don't know
okay.
what you guys are gonna do.
Oh
I don't know
no.
what you guys are gonna do. I said.
We're gonna
Oh,
fight
no.
God.
I am sorry that you had to give up your necklace and then I couldn't retrieve it, and it was a lot of money's worth, and I already have a sword, so I'll just offer you the axe. You also took a bit of a beating from a dragon, and I kind of feel bad about that too, because I could have shielded you or Atlas, and I chose Atlas, and she was fine, and then the dragon punched you, and he bit you, and he clawed you, and you kind of took a
Cyrus,
bit of a thrashing.
I don't need the reminder. I remember that he did.
I'm just letting you know that I feel bad, and I wanted to give you this as, sorry you lost your necklace, and I hope you feel better.
Astra will take the
He does
axe
feel bad that now
gingerly.
he's carved in a little image of the dragon chomping on you as a constant reminder in the hilt of the axe.
Scrawled beside it is very messy writing of sorry.
Saws.
It was. You don't have to, Cyrus. It was just it was a necklace.
Yeah, but it was magical and it
I
had
know,
effects,
but it
and
was
you
gonna
picked it.
If it was going to protect you, I would have done it multiple times over.
Yeah, well, now you can protect us by helping us kill things with an axe.
Cyrus, you see me up against the last thing we fought. I don't know what good I'm going to be of an axe.
Well, we'll pick smaller targets next time. Hopefully, the axe will help.
We'll find out, I suppose. If I can even hit with it.
I don't really know what it does. I never really attuned to it. As I said, I've already got my sword that Atlas gave me. So I guess gifting weapons is a thing we do now as a group. So here you go. I hope you
want a
feel better.
warhammer? I don't have anything else.
Yeah. I don't really use blunt weapons.
Just your
You
fist.
hold on to
Okay.
it as a spare.
Okay. Man.
You say you don't really
then-
use
Do you
blunt
need-
weapons, you hey. You are a blunt weapon from down the corridor.
Shut up.
I was
back to
thinking
your
it, but Asher wouldn't say that.
Yeah, so
Uh,
Cyrus, you can
Brad.
remove the Stormbreaker battle axe from inventory, and Astra, you can add it if you like. It is on D&D Beyond.
If anyone that passes in Volga is going to be sat in the canteen with the dwarvish bottle of whiskey at the ship, with a glass and another glass that's just sat there empty every time someone walks past. He goes, "Anyone want a drink? I
These
think
is
I
there.
need
Days
one."
is there.
These
Dave-
there.
it just
Second.
appears. There's a third glass that's on the table. And poor Daisy. It's the nice bottle from the ship that we found.
These has got
Barros
like
will be
she's
there.
clearly been in the med bay. She's got like a few bandages on, and she's like applied herself, and like one of her ears is like all bandaged up.
We just cheers.
Get up to the
I think we
IB.
need it after today. It's got some age to it.
Yeah. To be honest, the fact that everything kind of smells like burning is really adding some nice wood fiery notes.
I'll join the whiskey party.
I think Asher might actually join and just slump next to Daze and like rest her head on her shoulder, like still tired.
Dave's just like,
Volga decided to look. Volga decided to look round and go, "This is a lot more people than I was expecting."
Why does it
Counting
smell
out
like
the servings in the
burnt
bottle.
hair at this
Looking out.
table?
that's me. Sorry.
I meant hair, like, not hair.
I meant like hair, like the hair all over my body, not
Okay.
hair like R-E. But that would have been a funny joke. That shit was wild. Let's not do that again for like at least a week.
No.
Lose
No,
Tawa for like one
no.
day and we end up fighting a dragon.
I don't think Tawa
The
would have helped
second you
much.
mention
I'm not
his
gonna
name-
lie. Did you see that fucking
The second
thing?
you
They
mentioned
would have helped me feel better.
What if he got eaten?
the second you mentioned Tewa's name, Volga just goes, "Hey, drink."
You hear a chuckle down the hallway as Cyrus laughs in his bed.
Go to sleep.
You better hope when next time you get hurt, Astra's nearby, because I ain't healing you.
Good night, Atlas. Cyrus will take his nappy nap.
Volga will appear at your door before you go for a night and just go, "Nightcap."
Yeah, sure. Down in one.
And I'll take the glass back to the thing.
Yeah. You will drink. Beros is now stuck piloting the ship.
Yeah, you'll still be drinking.
Yeah, I'll
take him a glass or
switch
two.
with you if you want. I'll switch with you at some point if you want.
Barrels
No,
is just
I'll
piloting
be
the ship,
drinking. I just won't be.
yelling,
I just won't be
"Top
shit-faced drinking.
No, I mean like I'll switch with you so that you can go have a nap at some point.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, look with Serpana as well. Serpana can also pilot the Chimera for you. And Sunshine proved
I think-
somewhat competent.
But he did age the ageless god.
Yeah.
Why do I imagine
Barrels, I
Barrels
think we need
flying
to,
the ship is just like legs up on the dash, like steering with a single hoof?
With a cookie in the other hand. Barros, I think after that we might need to teach Sunshine properly how to fly the ship.
And do you
Otherwise,
think
we
if
may
a
not
god
have
can, and do you think if a god can't teach the lion, we can?
I would
I mean,
suggest
he
that
managed
next
to fly it
time
after
you leave
an
my
hour.
controls enabled. I don't know if you deliberately turned them off or if Sunshine did it, but I could not take control of the ship.
In Sunshine's defense, he probably didn't know he did that. I don't think Sunshine knows he does anything.
Well, he came running in,
Or
yelling
at
about
least-
helping, and then he just started pressing buttons before I could do anything, so it's very likely.
Why don't we just teach Sunshine where that button is, and then leave it at that? Does that sound good?
That we can do.
Here's the button
Just
to
a
turn
bit-
off
I-
Sapana.
Pulls out a
Never
bit of duct
touch
tape
it.
and a Sharpie
Yeah.
pen and writes,
Yeah,
"Do
that's
not
what
touch."
Dog is doing.
Just puts on the button.
That might be
No,
too
no.
many words for him, to
Dog
be
is making a
honest.
big sign, big sign that just says "Sunshine." Press this if in doubt. Point. A big button.
Maybe we
And
should
just
get one of
tapes
those
it.
like lock boxes that has the 2 keys and put it over that button.
Yeah, Days and one of the dwarf, the engineer, have to come in, unlock it so Sunshine can push the button.
Okay.
It's good to know that we can get rid of Sapana's control to the ship, though, like, just in case she goes evil on us or something.
In case of emergency, break glass.
So she's your god, and you're saying she's going to go evil.
Okay, first of
You're hearing
all,
the
she's
Sapana.
not my god.
listening.
She's just the god who lives in my backpack. And second of
Or
all,
lived.
I feel like anyone going evil is a possibility, right? Just because
Not
she's
if
a
you're
god
already
doesn't
evil.
mean that she's.
Cyrus.
But yeah,
I'm asleep! Shut
Cyrus
up!
can't
Exactly, so
go
don't respond.
evil, but you know,
Astra shifts a little uncomfortable, aware there's a battle custody going on in her head.
I'm just saying, like any one of us could turn evil at some point.
I'd like to hope not. Or
I mean,
try
it
not.
depends on who you speak to some
We're
people.
already
We might already be evil.
terrorists.
I'm about to say define evil, because I think we are swaying that way a bit.
One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, just saying.
Yeah, but so far we have yet to win any freedoms, and we have done a lot of terrorism.
Hey, we want some freedom. Freedom just
See how
We're
your objective
really
feels.
good at the terrorism bit, but not so much at the freedom fighter bit.
Or cut to Cyrus, you know, several years later. Up the Ra, Cyrus. I know you got 85 quid for it, but come on.
You broke Ryan.
If you've not
I'm
seen
having
that
a good
interview
time.
of Nigel Farage with like RT, it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all eventually whiskey drunk, shifts rotated and taken, all retire to your bedrooms, and all get a well-deserved long rest. You can all level up to level 9.
Oh my god. Right,
There's so many big spells. I'm like, where does
2 hour
Astra go?
hiatus now. 2 hour hiatus while we all fuck.
I'm so glad I don't have to think about what I'm picking.
I have no idea. I'm just continuing Ranger.
I'm just very glad that druids get to swap out their spells, because having to choose my spells each level was the main issue with Terran. It's like, I'm going to throw up. But I don't know what to do about my ability score. I feel like there was
Ooh,
a
I'll take
feat I
that, 14.
wanted to choose, and
Nice,
I completely
really
forgot
good
what
rolls.
it was.
Yeah, roll your hit dice, guys. Get your hit points.
I am 86
not as good as
HP.
I remember it being.
Oh no, we've got an ability score improvement. Oh no.
Yeah.
I just
You
took
can get a
feat.
Yeah. I just don't know what feat to take because all the 2020. Oh, is it? Have they upgraded? Have they updated?
Should be all new stuff, yep.
Yeah, it's all new stuff, so I need to see what they will do again.
Okay, 8
What
and
the
a 4.
heck?
I'll take that.
Got a 6 and a 3.
There's
Ooh,
2 of them.
nice.
It's not just 1.
No, yeah, you got to do 2, Cyrus.
Aww.
Well, we all
What'd
saw
you get?
that coming for Cyrus. The king
I
of
got,
wands.
Yeah.
I got a 7 and a 1.
I've forgotten how to like manually change it.
You have to
You
go
click
back into your
on
like
manage.
character
Rolled.
Yeah.
builder. You have to like go back into your character builder
Yes.
and then go to like your area where hit points are. And then it's set to rolled.
Oh, okay.
I can't even remember what feats I've got, so I need to check what feats I've got in the first instance.
I was thinking about giving Asha tough. She already has tough.
Yeah, that's it. I was just about to take alert, and I remember. I'm pretty sure I have alert. I do have alert, and it doesn't do anywhere near as good as it did before.
Yeah, dual wielding's the same. Otherwise, I would have taken it. I took durable.
I took Fey Touch, which honestly I don't regret. It gave me fucking Misty Step and Silvery Barbs and made me smart.
Durable is different as well, because it used to be when you take a short rest, you basically got twice the points or something, whereas now it's just, it gives you an extra, where is it? Durable. Show details.
Oh, that's fine. I need to pick all my spells as well. Fucking hell.
Advantage in death saves, and as a bonus action, you could spend a hit die.
Are we just in the core, or are we doing expanded?
Expanded should be fine, really. As long as it's not like one of the bullshit Strixhaven ones or something like that.
No, I was going to go for a meta magic adapt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Potentially.
How? We
might just have a nosy at the expanded just to see what they have.
We're not. I was about to say, we're not doing much of cover, are we? We haven't really been using it that much, have we?
I mean, if you want to use more of it, you certainly can.
Oh, I've just seen the speedy feat. I can increase my speed by another 10 foot. I can be 50 foot a turn. 50 foot an action.
Harry, how would you feel about if I took the
Gunner?
Gunner.
I was looking at that too. Shotgun.
Yeah, Gunner's fine.
You gain proficiency with firearms.
Yeah, that's fine.
You better get those firearms out of Atlas's bag.
Dust them off.
Dust them off.
Sat in our cargo bay for like a few weeks.
You know, it makes sense. Like, you've been with Daze for a prolonged period of time now, who is an active, she has a gun and uses it often.
Yeah,
like,
I think
no
I asked her for her to teach me.
Teach you proper, like, discipline, how to aim, like, how to hold it, things like that.
Right, I think mine's 2d8, so here's my first d8.
Chill.
Yeah, so for
second d8.
meta magic, I'm thinking if I take distant and transmuted. Distant, I can increase the range, so I could cast Cure Wounds on someone up 30 feet away. And cast Healing Word on somebody 60 feet away. Or double whatever it is. And then transmuted, spend a sorcery point, change the damage
I
type.
could take Observant and just become like, I see all with my little owl eyes. I'm already
if
pretty
Asher's would-
observant.
If Aster wanted to be really bitchy to Sire, she could just cast Call Lightning and change it to cold. Just
Fuck you, it's
I'm
cold
tempted.
now.
I'm tempted to take Mage Slayer.
Oh, I did that. I used that for a one of the campaigns on this Discord, and
when you
I played it with the DM, and the DM, we were all level 2 characters, and the DM decided to put us against 2 wizards, and I just went, I'm going to run at him. He went, you sure about that? I went, yeah. I got up close to him, and he went. And I started attacking him, and he went.
The value of picking Gift of the Chromatic Dragon after what just happened to us. Like, Gift, I can kill you.
Yeah, 'cause if you fail an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you can cause yourself to succeed. Once you use this benefit, you cannot use it until you finish a short or long rest. And I'm like, those are my 3 worst things.
I'm about to say, whenever it was the 2014 ones, it was hilarious because it was when a creature within 5 foot, you can make a melee attack if they cast a spell.
Yeah,
is a reaction. When you damage a creature, it has disadvantage, and you have advantage on saving throws cast by creatures within 5 foot of you. Just any spells. So I just got up within 5 foot of this guy, just sat there, and it pissed off the DM because the wizard just couldn't cast anything.
Like, the one thing Cyrus is bad at is dealing with saving throws to do with intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. So I'm gonna take that.
That's not the one thing, that's 3 things.
You now have evasion.
And I have the reliable talent, which means I can't get lower than a 23 on stealth and sleight of hand.
Yeah, you're welcome to Finnegan territory here.
Disgusting.
Okay, I'm taking Flame Strike and I'm taking Mass Cure Wounds because you all keep fucking dying. Me, myself included.
Rude. True, but rude.
Can I go get one of the guns in our cargo bay?
Order book?
If you have one.
We have a crate.
Yeah, if you've a critical.
Yeah, we have a
that was
crate
a
of
gun
12
you
of
took
them.
from the dragon ship, I'm pretty sure, as negotiation for them to
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah. Is that an item or is it just?
Is
Okay, but do I want expertise in insight or perception? Do I want to know the people or the places?
you just search for a blaster? Theros, I'm pretty sure that will be an appropriate weapon. It's the same stats as the one that Daze has.
Blaster. I do not see a blaster unless I'm spelling it wrong.
Add it to my collection. Maybe that will be needed.
Ooh,
Because I created it, it already existed, but maybe not.
I wonder.
I'll refresh the page.
I think I'm taking that. I think I might take Piercer.
It's good for a ranger.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I had it as maxing.
It's either Piercer or Defensive Duelist. I'm just seeing what my my things are. What the two options are for it. Can't remember what Defensive Duelist does.
Does it not give you like +2 damage if you like?
I wouldn't know. For some reason, I can't load the fucking thing. There we go.
Yeah.
That you increase your dex, and then if you're holding a finesse weapon and you get hit by melee attack, you can use your reaction to add a proficiency bonus to your AC. Last will start next turn.
Which doesn't really work for me because I don't really
Does
use
anybody
it. So
have Identify?
Nope.
probably not.
Okay, because I've got a hypodermic needle filled with a silvery liquid. And I find it in Squall, and I don't know what it does.
Inject it, you pussy.
I don't want to lose all my skin and whatnot. I don't know what it'll do to me.
Oh, you like your
Okay, I'm
skin.
going Piercer.
Do you not like your
I don't-
skin?
It's alright.
That's shit. What's my dex now? Because I've just added a +1 to my dex.
Yeah, as clerics don't get identify, I can't help you, boo.
I mean, you could take Magic Innate.
Identify
Oh, my
is one of
dex
the,
is
like,
now 19.
magic-y spells, you know? Like, druids and clerics don't get that shit. It's like wizards and bards and stuff.
I am taking the safety for my mind. And the disadvantage on people making concentration
Over
check when I
100
damage
hit
them.
points. I can't
know.
be
I'm still not.
insta-killed with Power World Kill anymore.
You have more hit points than me. I have 86.
I'm on 95.
Doesn't seem right now.
I'm on 65. Oh my
Or maybe it
God.
does seem right.
What are your hit points, George?
What do you mean? 103?
Okay, I'm on 116, and I was like, does George have more hit points than me again? Because of her
Ooh.
mad constitution and my shitty rolls?
I do have very good con.
My con's
I know.
+4, and you usually
So is mine.
you were. Oh, I thought you were +5.
+4.
Wait a second.
Ah,
I
The
get
only +5
summon.
I have is my wisdom.
Oh, that's legacy. Oh, I get summon Fae.
But now I have a
I could have a-
+13 to insight.
E.
No one will ever lie to me again.
Shit.
So my stats are now. My stats have a +10 to investigation. I have disadvantage on my stealth, which is +8.
Atlas is not allowed to ask Cyrus if he is technically evil.
I also have Cone of Cold now.
No!
And if you don't like the answer, that's what's happening.
No!
Bloody hell.
I
My
also-
stats are 19 strength, 19 dex, 15 con, 15 intelligence, 15 wisdom, 12 charisma.
I
Oh,
also
thank you.
now can I also can now bring us back from the dead, but only if we have a grand worth of rare oil, and also you get a new body.
What's that? No.
Reincarnate?
Yeah. I could get Revivify.
Who wants to be a gnome?
Do you pick the form or does it just happen randomly?
It's just a random roll.
Oh my god, imagine Gnome Cyrus.
Don't break
Just
your
a
build as
little
well.
guy.
To be small, so you will use
Any of my weapons?
that happened to one of my players where he got turned into a halfling and then he lost his he was a Leonin and got turned into a halfling and then he lost the ability to wield his large weapons at. It was like a genuine thing because he was small, the weapon was too big or something, so it was like a heavy weapon.
Oh god. Ugh.
Ooh. Lightning arrow. As your attack hits or misses the target, it turns into a lightning bolt. The attack takes 4d8 damage or on a hit.
Yep. While some people are finishing up their level ups, is there anyone who's finished who'd like to do anything particular on the ship? Speak to some kobolds, speak to some dwarves, speak to Sunshine, Days.
Not right now.
I'm just reading my new feature.
Sweet. Then you will all head on towards the Aurastone. And as I described before, the big kind of like valley opens up. And yeah, where are you planning on landing the Chimera?
The courtyard of the palace. Just fucking at the front door. Why not?
Sure.
That's Cyrus's suggestion.
Yeah.
I mean, they know us now, right?
They haven't seen your ship before.
Okay, but please imagine Cyrus getting reincarnated as a tiefling and he looks exactly the same but with 2 horns. Just like, oh wow, you brought me back and I grew a 2nd horn, and Alice is just there knowing that he's completely changed, right? He's like, yes.
Like a
He's like,
tail.
wow, you brought me back perfectly. What the fuck's that?
Alternatively, Barros being brought back as a tiefling, still having goat horns and being like, I look exactly the same.
Why am I naked from the waist down?
Why are my legs such a weird shape?
Why is my penis on the outside of my body?
I don't know enough about goats to comment.
I'm assuming they're like horses.
Yeah.
But honestly, dick on the outside is a pretty rare, like, setup in the animal kingdom. Most things are like, let's just keep that tucked where it's safe. And humans were like, what if we just let that shit hang out? And that's why we
we'll
invented
approach-
pants.
We'll approach Aurastone at like a medium pace. Like we're not zooming in, but like we'll approach with caution and wait for a hail.
Sure. Yeah,
Oh,
you would eventually get
attempt
a
to
heal
heal.
coming in.
Or at the very least, wait for them to try and
could
shoot
just-
us down.
I can just imagine Barros coming in. I've had enough of this. Like fucking coming in, like parking perfectly parallel parking between 2 ships.
Yeah, you start getting close to the city. As soon as you get close enough that the anti-air defenses would kind of like see you about to come in the range, you do see a heal flashing up on the console.
I wonder if that dragon asshole got fired yet.
Have you got the sash? Who has the sash?
Atlas has the sash. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I've been wearing it this whole time. It's probably got a little like dragon burnt at this point, but it's fine.
They got specks of holes in it from the lava.
It is
I
funny
just
to
think it'd be
think
like
that
fire resistant.
I never took that off, even when I disguised myself as a dragonborn. I'm just wearing the fucking sash the whole time.
Yeah, I will answer. Holding the sash in view.
Sure. Yeah, you answer the heal. You see that there is a dragonborn. They wear like military kind of like attire. As they kind of like kind of take you like, please state your business. What is your intention? Unrecognized vessel.
This is Beros Dalkhoof of the Chimera. We are here on official business. We were here previously and got this stash from your boss.
See, he like looks at the screen a little bit, nods. Very well. Land the ship in the military compound just to the west of the main Silver Pinnacle. We will have staff meet you there and just confirm that everything is above board.
We'll nod, close the hail, and head towards the military base.
Yeah, you do so.
I'm curious. I'm curious. Is the difference between them shooting us down and not is the fact that the sword? Because they said they were shooting us down because they saw the.
They sensed a dragon.
Yeah, but we have a sash
Is it because
now.
he's in my bag of holding at the moment?
Maybe.
So he's not technically there anymore.
He stays in the bag
He's also
until
just
we leave.
He's also just yelling into the void like, "Let me out! It's really boring in here."
I haven't been treated so poorly since the Dark Ages.
This is
Also,
the Dark Age.
Why do I get the image of us presenting the sash is just like the fucking Parks and Rec? Like, don't worry, I have a permit. I do what I want.
Can I just ask? Does anyone else think the sword talks like the dragon from Merlin? John Hunt.
John Hurt.
That's how I picture the voice in my head. John Hurt, thank you.
There you go, Harry. There's your vocal cue.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I've
He
seen
pretty much.
We've done.
Merlin.
Have you not
You've
seen
seen
Merlin?
John Hurt.
I know what John
Okay,
Hurt
okay.
is, but I've not seen Merlin. But yes.
Then, Harry
Right,
Potter.
we're all getting on a
What's
plane
in Harry
tonight.
Potter?
We're
The
descending
War
on Harry's
Doctor. Let's go
house.
off that. The War Doctor.
Wasn't he
Sorry,
on
one
the
He's-
band?
yeah.
He
Oh,
was on the
yeah,
band.
yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
him?
he was Ollivander. Yeah, he was.
The wizard.
My dog accidentally walked into them filming Merlin, just like right into the middle of the shot while they were filming. Because they used to film in the forest where I walked my dogs. And I just heard someone
still-
yell from the woods like, "Who has a Labrador?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's me."
Mary wants to
There
be
is a
Puzzlewood.
petition.
I talked to. I've
There
never
is a
seen Merlin
petition
either.
to
I
bring
talked to
it
the guy who
back.
played Arthur. He was very nice. He made me a cup of tea.
Sorry, there's a petition to bring back John Hurt. He died.
Who died?
He's dead.
No,
Who died
bring
now?
back Merlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was like, we want to commit like necromancy. It's like,
Bring
what?
back John Hurt. Do you think that that's
also-
a thing in like D&D worlds where reincarnation is a thing, like petitions to bring people back?
We're screwed.
Yeah.
Bring back Churchill. Mary is likely to stab you next time she sees you, George, because Arthur made you tea.
Yeah.
Mary doesn't even drink tea, but she would take tea from Arthur.
I also don't
I
drink
would.
tea, but he had already started making it, so I was like, thank you.
But yeah,
Please
you
tell
guys,
me you'd seen Merlin when you seen that had
No,
happened.
I knew his face. I've never watched it, but I like kind
You
of vaguely
hadn't
knew.
watched Merlin.
Oh,
Always fucking happens. There's always
So
happens.
are you just like filming some kind of student film or something?
I knew it was Merlin because I knew the only things they filmed up there was Merlin, sometimes Doctor Who, and Casualty, and I knew it wasn't Casualty because everyone was in old-timey clothes. So I
And please tell
assumed
me you've seen Merlin.
I've seen it like up to like season 2.
Right. Mary, Ryan, we need to get him in a room.
We recently watched the
But
full
yeah.
series.
Yeah,
The guy
I
who played
watched
Arthur
it
made me a
again.
cup of
Like
tea,
every year I
and he
rewatch
also
it.
kissed my dog on the head.
That dog is now sacred.
That dog's dead, sorry.
You could
It's
do a
still
little
sacred.
bump with their ashes, I suppose, if you want.
Yeah, her ashes are somewhere in the house. My mom has lost them a little bit.
Right, like James, kiss your dead dog. Okay.
It's fine.
Anyway.
Merlin
My
can bring him
dog
back to
was
life.
alive when he kissed her, just for the record.
Merlin. Description of Merlin is a level 20 wizard in a level 1 campaign. That is quite literally Merlin's description.
Old Merlin is my favorite person on the planet.
Or like level 1 player gets something, gets level 20 abilities. Like, what the fuck do I do with this shit?
Yeah. And why can I speak to a
Level
dragon?
1 wizard has just handed a level 20 character sheet, like, go!
Yeah.
Newbie player, that's what it is. You got a party of veteran level 1s and a level 20 noob in one corner, like, off you go. He's like, what's this cone of coal that does... Why does it do so much damage? Oh,
We procrastinated for so long, the dogs.
The dogs.
got us.
yeah. Sorry.
Procrastinated so long, the DM just left.
I still say the three of us need to drag the three of them into a room. Marathon.
While we
I
were
was listening to the
talking,
music
Juno
earlier.
found the treat reward pouch and helped herself to a whole bunch of rewards.
Fair. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Kind of want my ice cream now.
Anyway,
But
She
we
just did a
don't.
gross burp, I assume because her tummy hurts from all those treats she just ate.
there's still treats in there. She didn't get them all.
It was so good, it was worth it.
Anyway, the Chimera, you guys touched down at the military compound, kind of as instructed. You kind of see as you step out, like a few people you can recognize as well. Just kind of looking around. You probably see the silver dragon, not Argentum. This one you would know is General Thalandra. You've spoken to her once before. She is still in her dragonborn form, but she seems to have come out to meet you as you are have landed down in the middle of this big. It's almost like a military base. It has a big open area in the middle for dragons
Is
to
this
land.
the
That come and goes
sibling
like
who
these.
didn't set fire to me?
Yes,
Yes.
I
The
like
bitchy
her
one.
more because she's never set fire to me.
fair.
Not volatile.
But yeah, you land. Are you all dismounting? You bring any of your allies with you, or just you guys?
I think
Let's
we're the only
maybe
ones that-
leave the dwarves on the ship.
Hey,
And the kobolds. Just in case.
And
Hey, I don't wanna be-
Sunshine and Days. Sunshine for his own safety. Days because
Days
amalgamate
for the-
shit. For
Yeah.
Sunshine's
Yeah. Why-
safety.
why am I being left on the ship?
You're coming with us, Volgir.
She said leaving all the dwarves on the ship.
No,
Yeah, we're
you're.
leaving Volker on the
they've-
ship. Fuck
They've
him.
seen you before. We're leaving all the unknown dwarves on the ship.
Volker was rude
Hey.
about
They
Tella and he
have
doesn't
met
get to come on
season.
adventures anymore.
That's what that I just thought that was yeah.
Let's go, Volgir.
Yeah, you guys head down to the cargo bay, open up the doors, and come out, and you kind of are greeted by this tall, imposing silver dragonborn, clad in gleaming plate armor, adorned with little draconic motifs, kind of across the chest and shoulders. She kind of gives you a little small nod, noting the sash. You recall she was pretty stern the last time you spoke to her.
I've just realised, have we managed to land in the place we got banned from?
Yes.
But the guy who banned us broke the law, so you know.
Yeah, true.
She kind of stands there, arms crossed, as you kind of come down.
Hi.
Welcome back, I suppose.
Thank you.
I hope you achieve whatever it was you were hoping to achieve here, and we can send you swiftly on your way.
I get the feeling you don't want us here.
You have created some kind of scheme and my brother is now being resigned to a dungeon because of you.
Probably because
We
he
just did.
stole shit.
We just did
Yeah.
what Argentum told us to.
Well, let's hope for your sake that you're correct.
What? You're not gonna come after us. Let's face it.
She
We got
might.
other shit to worry about.
We won't be here long, don't worry.
We don't
We're
plan
going
on
to
being.
speak
We
to
don't
Argentum
want
and
to
then
be
we'll be
here
on our
long.
way.
This unit are going to take you to the Silver Pinnacle and escort you there. They will escort you back to your ship whenever you're done talking with Argentum.
I will, just
Very
before
well.
we leave the ship, make sure we've still got all the stuff that we needed to take
Yeah.
from the big ship.
What are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking wrong place, wrong stuff. Never mind. Ignore me.
What?
I was I'm thinking wrong bloody. I've merged dragons,
And dwarf
With-
ship.
the dwarf ship, and thought dwarf prince is now dragon prince.
Okay.
That's
Bulgir,
where my
you
brain
had
gone.
you had way too much of that.
Wait. Yeah, Volgir is well, no, he's fine. He's
You
resistant.
see
Come
the
on, let's go tell Argentum terrorism job well done.
You recognize the leader
More
of
than
the
likely.
unit who's been assigned to escort you. She is the adult Emerald Dragonborn.
Oh,
with
it's that
green
bitch who was
scales.
getting yelled at.
Yeah, same person. Alicia, and she kind of gives you a little small nod. She stands about 6'2". She's got this very lithe, graceful build. She has these beautiful gold earrings, kind of all along her scales and fronds that kind of come off.
Attached to what?
Yeah, but they're earrings because they're piercings, but they're all just around the side. They frame her face, and her
yes,
horns kind of
earrings.
curve elegantly backward, resembling almost the same way the fronds of a fern. They kind of splay out for themselves. Being emerald, it's kind of they almost hover as well, a bit disjointed. Emerald dragons are they're.
I know, I've drawn them.
They defy gravity a little bit. Good to see you again.
Likewise.
Come on, let's get this moving. And she will lead you out to the main gate with her little troop, and then up towards the actual gate of the Silver Pinnacle with Alicia kind of leading the way and the sash that Atlas is wearing. You are never stopped for more than a couple of minutes, just by a variety of security measures and checks, things like that. But eventually you do find yourself moving up towards the Silver Pinnacle. Doesn't take long to get inside to the elevator and begin your ascension up the actual spire itself, and eventually you find yourself nearing the top.
Better also move slightly closer to the edge.
The
My
lift
god, why would you ever not take these,
lift comes to a stop.
Apart from, that time we almost got murdered. That's
How
probably
long
the
did it
reason
take
to
you
not
to
take
get
them.
up all the way up there?
By the stairs? I mean, a while, but I was a rat.
I know. That's.
My
I'm
legs
just
were
wondering. So not much longer than my legs right now.
Bulgir, do you know you're not the size of a rat?
No, but I'm allowed to make a short joke about myself.
Okay, that's what you were going for. Okay.
Also, to
It's a
be
very,
fair, we
very
don't
bizarre
know.
joke.
We don't know how big rats are on his world. They might be the same size as dwarves.
I mean, I think out of all of us, the likelihood where the rats are the biggest is definitely your home planet.
Virus comes from hell.
Rats are pretty
Again,
big there.
Squall?
Sure,
Everything
our rats might have a
seems-
few more teeth than you expect, but they're rat size.
And limbs. And limbs.
Limbs are fine. Eyes. Lots of eyes.
At what point do they become spiders?
Once they get 8 eyes and 8 limbs. Or at least that's what happened to the goats.
Veros?
Asher gives Cyrus like really big, like scared puppy eyes, like.
It's okay. We're not on Squall anymore. The giant rats and spiders and many-eyed things can't hurt you.
If Beros if we
Astro,
had
you
not
wanna see
fixed
what
the
a
smoke
goat
suits
looks
and
like?
Beros turned into a spider.
No. No, I don't.
Spider goat.
Tell us what it.
Eventually, the lift comes to a stop at the top of the Silver Pinnacle.
Are the guards looking extremely concerned about our conversation choices for the lift?
Some of them look more concerned than others. Alicia doesn't seem that bothered.
Phased. They're like, what have we let into our city?
We'll just continue.
Yeah.
Yep, you make your way around. You get to the doors. Alicia gives a small firm knock. And then eventually the door opens from the inside, and you see standing there the familiar, like, aging, silver dragonborn form of Argentum. And as the door kind of opens, it's like, yes, hello again. Hello, all of you. Welcome back. I hope you succeeded in giving Vermix some good other things to keep his gaze on for the short time will be needed to get away from here.
Yes, we blew up his fortress
Trapped him
and
in a
flooded it with
cave.
lava and trapped him in a cave.
Most wonderful.
Also blew a ship up in his face, although that one wasn't on purpose.
Fair enough. Fair
Effective,
enough.
though.
Not as effective as it should have been.
Its forge might not be working.
He was
quite
also
well.
wearing mithril armor.
Still sounds like he'll have a lot to clean up. And that'll hopefully keep him and his spies distracted from Aurastone for the time being. At least long enough for me to get away. Once I'm away, he will, by the time I come back, he'll only be realizing I've only left. Hopefully, if all goes to plan. Shall we go then? No time to waste?
Let's go to Harmony.
Let's go.
Indeed. He, like, looks
God, I
at,
thought that was what we were doing.
Is he going to come
just-
with us on the ship? Because I think we're pretty much at full
He
capacity.
could be people.
I've just realised, does this mean we're going to have an honor guard with us as well?
He's a dragon. Does he need one? I feel like if you're a dragon, your honor guard is you are a dragon.
I know there's dragon ships that fly in space, but can dragons fly in space?
That star guy did.
He was a starry dragon. That was maybe a different kind?
some of our race can fly through the stars unimpeded. However, most of us do, if we are traveling in our full form, take the form of a vessel normally. It serves primarily as an exoskeleton, but it does enable our smaller.
You become a ship?
We act as the
I was-
momentum and the propulsion and the steering.
So wait, you can become an object?
Think of it more like putting on a suit of armor, but the armor has hollow around.
So it's
the
like a
body.
very large space suit.
Effectively, yes, but large enough for smaller entities to come alongside inside the actual suit itself, not inside our bodies.
Did we fight a dragon
But
in
possible.
space?
In that
Can we
form,
just,
we are less organic. Our mind becomes almost connected in. And in a sense, we are basically a living ship, in a sense, but we are still present.
Does that mean we just have to nick a space suit if we see a dragon?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as you make it out to be. Vulgar. They're probably very, very durable.
I can wish.
You can try, but
Considering how fighting the last dragon went, I say we give a break from fighting dragons.
If we wish to
I agree with that.
second
fail
that.
arousing suspicion, we could.
I don't want to be a dragon choo-choo toy can. I don't want that.
Hopefully that will not be the case. But if we were to try to not arouse suspicion, Captain Greenwing here could accompany me on your vessel, or I could have my vessel prepared.
Maybe our
We
best.
just go in ours.
We can find the room in ours.
Perfect.
Even
I
if
can't
it's
imagine
just
it
a
will take
case.
us too long to get where we're going.
Just no arguing with the crew.
Noted.
It's not like super fancy. We stole it from some zombies.
Cyrus, you need to give up your room.
I share my room with 3 other people anyway.
Well, if you stopped
I
whoring
think-
yourself
I
out.
think it's just a running tradition that you share. You give up your room.
Technically, my room is Diaz's room. And I think it's just Diaz's room
I
at this
think-
point. It was never mine.
I'm sure you could always ask this Days to vacate the space for myself.
I mean, if it comes to it, I'll vacate the space, my space.
I can
No,
sit
it's
down
fine.
in the mid.
we will-
captain
we will
quarters
find
can
room for
fit.
you.
The captain quarters can fit a few people in it. I can always take the auxiliary or just sleep in the pilot's chair. I've done that a few times anyway.
Well, you and me can share and we'll alternate if you want. Because one of us is going to have to be somewhere near the controls at one point.
I don't often use that bed for sleeping anyway.
I take my offer back.
We'll make sure it's cleaned thoroughly before you have to rest, Argentum.
Not by sunshine. Because otherwise it'll end up with about 100
Clean
And that's how I ended up in the med bay with herpes of the tongue. You know, whenever I
Is that
thought I was going to
Jensen?
get herpes, I thought it was going to be a lot more fun if I got it on my tongue. Turns out bed sheets. Don't trust them.
Just Argentum coming to Astra in the middle of the night. Can you sort this out? I've got a private problem from the bed sheets.
But yeah, you basically head back down. Argentum will dismiss by the time you get back to the military compound. He will dismiss all the unit apart from the Emerald Dragonborn. Can I come with you, Alicia? And she will come aboard along with him. And yeah, they come aboard. And Argentum is very diplomatic. Will probably be the best way. He remarks about things like the efficient use of space and like
Meanwhile, we're just
things of that
walking
regard.
around like, these are our kobolds. We used to have 3, but one killed himself.
Yes, they
These
are
are some
prone to doing
ancient
that.
dwarfs that we rescued from cryogenic freezing from their shipwreck.
I need to check what color your kobolds are.
Oh.
Oh god. Well, I know one was blue, but he killed himself, so that's not
That's
a
the
problem
one that
anymore.
killed
I
himself.
thought the issue was going to be days, I'll be honest.
Strap was gold, actually. He was the
Oh, no.
he was the only one who was metallic.
Well-
Fizz
Oh,
is
no.
blue and Slink is red.
Well,
And as you
kobold
introduce
and
the kobolds to Argentum, you see that Alicia kind of stands in front of him and puts her hand on her sword, which is on her hip.
oh, don't worry, they're
Idiots.
We
I
rescued
would say
them
They're
from.
harmless, but there's a little bit of harm in there sometimes. But they're not
It's
very effective at
harmless.
it.
It's harmless with one S.
Eh. They're less harm than you would think they would be.
If anyone would like
we
to make an
rescued
insight
them
check,
off
you
planet?
certainly can.
I would love
I
to make
will-
an insight check because I
I
just
was
got
saying-
really good at those. Watch me roll a nat 20. That's a
I don't think I need-
32, bitches.
I don't think I need an insight check to know where this is going.
Argentum
I can't even
looks
roll,
pretty
apparently.
unfazed.
I need to
Alicia
eat those.
looked a little on edge, and a little bit almost untrustworthy in general now. Slink, who's the thief, scurrying around.
He gets us things.
He looks. It's hard to tell Astra exactly what's going on in his little head. But Atlas, it looks like Slink is like sizing up some kind of opportunity here. Fizz looks like a redneck who's just seen Vladimir Putin walk into the room. And he's just like, you see, he's like got like fiddling with his belt. He's like, yeah, you know, it's totally fine. You know, we can all work together. Everything is totally chill, you know. I'm not worried.
I'm gonna keep an eye on those two.
Whoa! Why you? Whoa!
You're acting suspicious.
I'll have you know that me and my good friend here, we are just in mourning, you know? Our other good friend, what was his name? Scrap! Yes, Scrap! He, you know, our good friend, he is now dead. We are in mourning. He died merely 3 days ago. When he, what happened to him, Fitz? Did he leave? I don't even know what happened.
He walked
stepped
off the ship in
while the
flight.
ship was in there.
Oh, the tragedy. I repressed the memory because it was so scarring. It was pretty awful to watch. I watched it happen. It was pretty grotesque. Really
Behave yourself.
At the top, at the bottom.
Behave yourself, otherwise we'll be mourning 3 little little ones.
What's with all the aggression? I just don't understand what's going on.
Cyrus, maybe just.
Cyrus will just pick them both up, one in each hand, and just carry them off.
Oh, you can't just pick a guy up like that. That's not okay. You can't do that.
It's for your own good. Shut up.
As he walks away and he's complaining, just Volga with, would you rather me do it?
That's Days. We accidentally kidnapped her. That's Sunshine. We kidnapped him on purpose.
I'm glad to be here. You make it sound like that I'm not. What the fuck?
And if he says he can fly the shit, don't trust him.
I could have left a long time ago. I'm still here. Reason, who knows if it's worth it anymore.
I don't know where Astra is to everyone else.
Did you just say bosom?
Reason.
Oh, reason.
The reason. Remember?
No.
Am I the only one who remembers the eldritch horrors that fucking...
Look,
the whole reason why we're doing this?
We're all doing our
we
best
all
to
remember
repress
them.
the eldritch horrors.
Okay, good. I mean, just as long as I know that's kind of like all everyone's minds.
Toad.
Speaking of which,
On our minds.
horrors.
Almost in our minds.
Where are you hiding all your hairballs?
You talking to me?
Your furball. Yeah. Speaking of
Shower
horrors, I'm not opening any more kitchen.
Shower trap.
Well, whenever one gets full, I have to go do a different one.
It better not be my one, because you know what happened
that was
last
a
time.
bust straight away. You were in my shower? No. Why would I ever be in there?
Astra probably turns to Argent and is like, we're an eclectic bunch.
You see,
I'm gonna go clean those drains before they clog, and Cyrus just leaves.
Alicia kind of like looks. Yeah, again, the concern is there. And she kind of like shoots a look over her shoulder to Argentum, who kind of just lets out a little small little.
I'm sorry, we're an eclectic bunch and it gets a bit chaotic, but we'll get you there, hopefully.
We are in your space, which is fine. I would encourage you to continue running as you have been. Don't make exceptions for us.
I would encourage that, but okay.
I mean, there's a lot more space than there was about 4 days ago.
Because the ship.
Oh, I just realized why I have so much health.
Oh, Volgir will take the shuttle and dock it where Daisy's fighter was on the roof.
Ship, yeah, because you have the option there. So yeah.
Why do you have so much
we can-
health?
Same reason I'm good at lying now.
Feet. No.
I got more evil, so I got good at lying and more health. That's right. You're not the only
Is
one
that a
getting
lie?
perks.
And you're the one talking about people turning evil.
You don't know
It's
what
always the
level
ones
of
who say.
evilness I am right now. You don't know if I'm good or evil.
I'm just.
You know I
You're
wasn't.
chaotic.
You know I wasn't covered in ghosts, so I guess that shows that
I
I'm
know.
not evil.
I
Yes,
know it's
we will
nothing.
Come back and you might be covered in ghosts.
I know it's nothing to do with this campaign, but I feel like I'm very distrusting of this at the moment. I feel like this is
You're
going
so
to be a
used to
scenario from
Terran's,
another
like,
campaign.
Plus 19 deception.
Yep. Yep. We're traumatized, Wolf.
Yeah.
I love being characters that lie.
Yeah, Argentum
I
will
love lying.
retire to whatever bedchambers have been assigned to them by you guys with Alicia. Alicia posts herself up at the door on the outside and just acts as a stalwart kind of like guard.
Can we set it up so that the captain's chambers is only accessible to like two people or key
Or
cards?
only accessible through one door, because it doesn't
Yeah.
have a side entrance.
Yeah, it has the cockpit entrance and a.
It also has a
hallway
shared
entrance, doesn't it?
No,
bathroom.
it's been converted.
You have a shared
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah.
You've like the whatever the fucking
I
the
mean, you could
Jack and
just
Jill
post
bathroom.
up the dragon on the other door.
That's why I was just.
lock. If it's a two-way door.
I was just gonna say, can we not just set it up so that only them two can gain access to it,
Yeah.
and then just they can rest at ease of it. I don't know if they're happier with that.
Yeah, because the guard can just sleep on the couch in the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you set it up like that, Alicia will still post herself up as a watch, like on the door, basically.
You want to like swap out to rest, or do you not trust any of us?
I'm good. I'll just do my job.
Or at least averagely trustworthy. We have never
Debatable.
murdered someone on this ship, right? Yeah, we've never murdered someone on the ship.
You're not filling me with
You've
confidence.
stabbed someone though.
No, because remember all of the viscera that was left over from the
We've
Illithid?
never murdered someone on this ship once we took ownership of the ship. We murdered people to get the ship.
There you go.
They were squid
We've never
people.
invited someone on the ship and then murdered them. We've invited people on the ship that then led to their death, but not like directly through us.
And we have had people forcefully board us, which we killed.
Yeah. Oh, and those guys who boarded when they didn't know Tower was in the hold. That was
Messy.
That was their own fault.
Stop giving her more reasons not to trust us.
I'll never forget that.
We're being honest about it at least.
I'll never
Well, and
forget
if you
that
walk in-
dripping
Being honest,
bag.
opens the big closet full of skeletons.
Yeah.
I don't think our closet is full of skeletons. I don't think it's been long enough for them to be skeletons. It's more closet
They
full
don't
of
survive
viscera.
to become skeletons. They get turned into mush normally.
Yeah, usually we just.
Anyway,
but we don't have him.
I'm going back to the canteen to drink. Anyone who wants to join me, I
But
will
you say,
look at
but
the
we
guard
don't
and
have
go,
him
would you like
anymore.
a
You
drink?
watch just a second of sadness pass Atlas's face before she shakes it off.
I'll have a drink full year.
I'll look at the guard and go, look at the, and just go, yeah, like kind of pointing, yeah, no, maybe,
I'll find her some coffee and biscuits, maybe if Ferris hasn't eaten them all.
Mm.
Sounds
I
good to
feel
me.
like she's going to need it with us.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let.
Yeah, that's why I was just thinking what's in the bloody going on in the canteen at the moment.
Why do you play this infernal music all the time?
Oh,
We
we
don't,
accidentally.
it's-
Voice.
Never
The
mind.
radio's broken.
Yeah.
The radio's.
Yeah,
Why don't you
it's
just get rid of
stuck.
it?
We can't.
We
we
tried,
can't.
but it's
Tricky.
sentimental.
Very well.
For some reason, we try and get rid of it, and the shit stops working.
You chin it out eventually.
It's
will
one of
take your
those
word for
things
it.
where you. It's
not
one of
so
those
much
things where we're not
tuning
quite
out as
sure
your brain
why it
tunes back in.
works,
I
but
don't know
it
about you
does.
guys, but I still hear that whenever we get off the ship.
I hear when we get back
lingers.
onto the ship, and then it kind of just becomes white noise. I think if we turned it off, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Sometimes if you fall and smash something, it plays clapping noises.
I will endeavor to hit something very hard then if I do fall. Noted. You all aboard the Chimera? Are you planning on setting a course, or what's the idea?
I could navigate us to Harmony Station,
Harmony
I guess.
Station.
Sure. It's in the same sector, so I think it'll take you guys about let's check here. Station is because the Harmony Station is a few days away. I think it's not in the same sector, it's in a different area.
Lulling us into a false sense of security here, Harry.
It's like 2 or 3 jumps, I
think it's one sector away. I think it's literally like here.
Well, I've just knocked a jump out of our list, so. Also, Harry, quickly, was the shuttle and the fighter the same size?
How big is the shuttle?
I've got 7 ton for the shuttle and 1 ton for the fighter.
The Cottontail
no.
was like a single person, like
This,
X-Wing.
yeah, the shuttle is like a
It was
10
more size, wasn't it? More than
the
weight.
shuttle was. I'll tell you now.
Yes, well done, Mary. The Cottontail was like an X-Wing, whereas the shuttle is more like a landing craft.
I think the shuttle's like
In my brain, it's like sports car versus like minibus.
They roughly take like the same. Yeah, like the Cottontail was like 10 foot, like
Ferrari versus
wide
Honda Civic.
and about 15 foot long, whereas the shuttle's about 20 foot long and about 15 foot wide. The shuttle can hold up to like 9 people and a ton of cargo, whereas the fighter could have only held 1 person, no cargo.
yeah. So there was a bit of a difference in the size.
Yeah, this shuttle also has bigger engines to deal with more weight and things like that, like because obviously it has to carry a lot more. Whereas the Cottontail was a fighter built to be, this is as light as possible that we can make this, you know, with these armaments, you know, like as efficient as we can get it.
All it meant was the shuttle was taking up 3/4 of our cargo space.
Yeah,
That's why I was curious.
you can mount it
No,
on the
the
outside.
shuttle's now on the top.
However, it
I've
would
mounted it on
probably
the
not
outside,
be
though.
as
Aerodynamic.
yeah. So the fighter weighs. I can't remember if I said it weighs a ton or not. I have no immediate stats.
You said a ton. I've got a ton on my list here.
Okay, so the fighter weighs a ton. Then the actual
Shuttle
shuttle
was
weighs
7, I've
7
got
tons.
here.
I know the shuttle definitely weighs 7.
That's what I had down.
So you can mount it up there, but it just if you'd still be at risk of overloading if you like, you know, went over that limit. But you have more space in the cargo bay now. But yeah, it's more just like, you know.
way over a size.
Fuck it. I'll leave it at the roof because there's no point moving it out there until we need to.
Okay.
I'll move it out once we're actually needing to.
Probably won't
We
matter
don't need
much
the space.
in, like, you know, a little bit anyway when you've spent all this money you have. So don't waste too much time thinking about it. Let me just find my map here that I was looking for.
We're going to do shipception here. We're going to do a ship inside the Chimera, inside a ship, a shuttle inside the Chimera. The Chimera now becomes the new shuttle.
Yes, so Harmony Station is actually in the Thalorian system, which is 2 jumps to the northeast. Here.
Yep.
So 2 days of traveling, basically.
Travel time. Volgair is drinking for half of it.
Okay, I will need a navigator's check from the navigator.
I made one.
Nice, 22. That is 2 days for an encounter. So yes, you will be able to successfully jump twice without encountering anything strange and or startling, which is good. Benefit of doing shorter journeys. You pass through the Vishtar system, which is like this big red star in the middle, which is like on the brink of collapse. There's the big nebula, the Vishtar Veil all around it, and the Zorn's Maw, this big asteroid belt, and a big space station called Ithion's Forge, which is an ex-amalgamate space station, which is now kind of serves as a trade hub and manufacturing station. Are you interested in stopping anywhere, or are you just going to bide your time and go straight to Harmony Station?
If we've got time,
You
we'll
need
see
to ship
about
the
selling the
Yes,
cargo
It's
that we-
more the concern of with the people on board your ship. Do you want
Yeah.
to risk?
I
You know?
I
think
think
I
maybe
don't
just
think we
bomb
should.
into Harmonies because
No.
we need to kind of get him
Yeah.
home.
We can
Soonish.
trade at Harmony while he's meeting.
Time
Harmony.
wise, you're kind of fixed because you have to let the engine recharge unless you want to push it. I'll let you discuss
No,
the plan, but I'm going to nip it off.
I don't think we should push it, but I don't think we should loiter. We need,
Well,
like,
if we
Just
jumped, we
steady
have
pace.
to wait. But do we
Yeah, but-
want to maybe be careful about landing somewhere because we have a fuck ton of people on board, some of which who are quite.
Well, they can
mean-
stay on the ship, right? Because like, if we land, they're just going to be like, "Oh, there's two Dragonborn on here.
Yeah,
We're in Draconid space."
yeah.
It's not
Worst
like
case,
they're
I pull out
gonna
a
kinda-
sword and
Yeah, it's not like they. But if you think we should just like not even chance it, then we'll sell at Harmony.
well, Harmony's very important, so I don't think we'd get very
much
much.
there. Anyway,
Yeah, but that trader may have moved on.
true. It's been a little while, but yeah, no. Worst case, it's up to. We'll leave it to you guys.
so how
we'll
long
leave
does
it
it
to
take the engines to reset? 8 hours?
Yeah, it's one per day, so you got every 24-hour clock basically.
I mean,
mean-
unless you think we can chance the damage and then just get a repair.
No, I would. I know we could technically afford it, but I wouldn't want to risk
Didn't
the
get-
ship.
Didn't the Chimera take some damage anyway?
Yes,
Yeah, we
it'll
got a
need a
little
proper
trap.
repair once we get to Harmony.
So why don't we stop, get a
I mean,
repair?
it won't need a proper repair. It'll need like minor, like I think we took like 15 hit points to the hull. That's it.
I think there was other. Oh well, the Contail was already damaged. That'll not get repaired.
Cocktail's gone.
The Chimera currently is on 90 out of 200 hit points.
Yeah, it's very
and the engines
damaged.
are on
Oh, right.
57 out of 100.
So why don't we stop while we've got 24 hours and get as much done as we can before the engines recycle?
We might get
Even
better
if-
price at
Even
Harmony.
know
We've
when
done
we're
her
gonna
a
need
lot
it.
of favors.
How many repairs
Even
the
if
ship
we
for free
get-
last time?
Yeah.
But true. Well,
But if you
If you just
jump
wanna
and fuck
land-
the engines so bad you can't move, you're going to be stuck in deep space doing some repairs.
Yeah, even
Well,
either
if
way, we got
Let's
set.
not push it on the jumps. We can stop to trade if you guys think it's a good idea, or we can just hang out for a bit.
I
I
will
think-
need
I think
someone
we-
to roll me a couple of.
I'll roll one.
offhand on hand.
Also, Atlas is keeping a close eye on those kobolds.
I need off-board and on-board hazards. Someone's to roll.
I'll do I'll do
Really?
off board.
I'll do on board.
Oh, that's a nat one. On a D100.
That might be really good. It might be really good.
Roll me a D10,
I was
please.
off board.
No, no, it's not good.
And it's not good when he's making me roll another dice. It's a 5.
Okay.
This is why I don't use the online dice. I'm going back to dice. I've even got them next to me. I'm going
So
back to
you're
regular
saying your
dice.
dice are weighted. God.
Yeah, my online dice are
Loaded
weighted.
dice.
Loaded
He's using
online.
loaded dice.
But loaded against me. Harry's paying subscription to get loaded dice against his players.
Obviously. Who
You
isn't?
fight like my sister. I fought your sister. That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
They were supposed to get a TV series about their adventures, and then the film didn't do well enough.
Who was
and I'm
that?
more sad about it.
Not broke.
Road to El Dorado.
Uh,
Was there not like a mini series? I
No,
remember
there was,
watching
there
a
was
pilot
gonna
or
be,
something.
and then it got scrapped.
That's disappointing.
I know there was a mini series of The Mummy.
Oh yeah, there's a cartoon series of that.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that like peak mini series like era of Disney where like there was fucking like all the like Hercules and Aladdin like mini series, and then they'd have
Yeah.
like crossovers.
Yeah.
that was Disney XD
And there
era.
was like, I distinctly remember there being a bit where like Jafar and Hades like teamed up to try and kill each other's heroes, and he's just there like, you can't he's just a guy, I'm trying to kill like a demigod here.
Was that not hosted? I say hosted by like Mickey's. It was like,
Clubhouse.
it was like it wasn't a clubhouse, but it was like Mickey's movie theater
No,
where
I remember
they-
that
they
too,
had
but this was
restaurants.
specifically just like mini series crossovers. There was also a Kim Possible Lilo and Stitch crossover that was like 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that. Did anyone see that earlier, like about this time last year, that officially the last channel that's not being converted to like the fully animated side has finally left from all the kids, like everyone we grew up with, like Disney XD, Cartoon Network's gone.
IP.
Yeah.
So,
Nickelodeon.
Did you know Phineas and Ferb was almost a 90s cartoon, but they didn't end up making it because they wanted to get rid of the like Doofenshmirtz Perry subplots because they thought it was too complicated, and the creators were like, no, we love those bits, we're not getting rid of it. So then it didn't get made until like 2010.
Perry.
A platypus? Perry the
I
platypus!
mean, the correct choice. The subplots are always the best bit.
It's Perry the Platypus. A detective platypus? Perry the detective platypus?
I like when they're at the like evil con and he's like disguised as like another evil guy, and it's like, Dr. Winsler, you're a platypus. He, like sighs, puts on the hat. It's like, oh, Perry the platypus. How many platypuses is this guy seeing in his day-to-day life that he never assumes it's Perry?
My favorite one is where he captures Perry, and Perry just like tosses his hat off, and he's like, "Oh no, a platypus has been caught. Did Perry put you there?" Gets out of it, punches him. Why did you punch me, platypus? Puts the hat back on. Perry the platypus.
There's also the movie one where it's like Phineas and Ferb meet Dr. Doofenshmirtz, so he's trying to like stop him but also not reveal he's an agent, and he like pees on the couch, and then like later on when he's revealed as Perry, he's like, you peed on my couch. That was a conscious decision you made.
okay. So, as you are traveling along on the second day, maybe you're just like getting to the point where you're like the ship got that you shut it down. Is there anything any of you would like to be doing?
I feel like Volga's probably Volga will be in the cockpit with Sunshine going, this button,
Okay, cool.
not
nice.
this one, and just spending time pointing at the particular button he needs to press to give Sabana power.
Are you
to
leaving
fly
a
the ship.
Dragon in your room, or?
I'll leave a Dragon somewhere in the corridor. He's kind of watching what's going on with the guard and whatnot.
Okay.
Cyrus is going to be doing calibrations on the engine. Not repairs or anything.
Who's
just
keeping an eye on the
calibrations.
Sure.
I think I can get another 0.2% if I keep calibrating this engine. He's becoming Garrus Vulgarian.
The fact I know what you're on about, for fuck's sake.
I need to do
Mary's
more.
never played Mass Effect, but she knows.
I'm absorbed
Garrus, why are you
info at this
looking at me
stage.
like you want to fuck me? You just talking about working on the engine. Calibrations, Shepard. It's like,
Because we do want to fuck him. That's the rule.
Eros,
My
where would you be?
goddamn husband you're talking about.
Probably in the cockpit.
Sure thing.
Listening to Volga trying to teach Sunshine. How this button? No, then just
Atlas?
every so often, just hear
I'm
Barros in the
keeping
corner.
an eye on those
Not that
kobolds.
one.
Okay. They're currently in their bedroom.
Then I'm keeping an eye on their bedroom.
Okay.
Atlas sitting in the kitchen with a cup of coffee, just.
I mean, you can
I'm
be
waiting
in the
in the
bedroom.
chair
It's the same as
with the light
Cyrus's
on.
bedroom.
No, I'm just
Oh, is it
keeping
the
an eye.
auxiliary?
They're like in
You
the
could be
little
pretending
addition
to
one.
sleep. You could be pretending to sleep, be like a sentry on thing, just 180-degree turns with
Just-
full eyes.
Sitting on Cyrus's bed, not like on. What's it called? Honkers? Sitting on the honkers in Cyrus's bed with a cup of coffee. There.
I mean,
Honkers?
Astra. Yeah, honkers. It
You
means
know,
like,
whatever you-
like to be in your squatting.
I didn't know that.
Call it honkers here.
I feel like Asher would be maybe trying to hang out with Days and like talk about
Honkers are a
what
different
happened
thing
because
to
she
me.
feels bad.
Yeah. Where do you want to do that?
The med bay, because Days got fucked up.
Yeah, med bay, because Asher's paranoid about everybody dying now.
Okay. So yeah,
Including
maybe
herself.
you've like dragged these in under the context of like those bandages, you haven't changed them since like we left Daxil, like that kind of thing. Cool. Okay.
If you walk into the med bay and Volga sees you at all, you just hear, "Get it, Astra! Get it!" as you walk in together.
To be playing naughty nurse.
Okay. Cyrus, you're just working on the engines. Cyrus, are you gonna spend any time doing like any do you want to do like an engineering check to see if you can like repair any of the damage or like
Yeah, you know, why not? Since I'm here,
because you can do it once a day, so like
I do have my fancy new tools,
No.
so I get a +2 to the check. Which I believe Smith's tools. Where are they?
To be fair, if Volga is in the cockpit with Sunshine Pilot, and then Beros will probably be in the cargo bay,
Sure.
just doing inventory.
cool. Yeah.
Because that's something that we like switch.
Nice.
Are you and me just interchanging here a bit then?
Yeah.
You're as precious to the cargo as me.
Well, it's more like standard like ship responsibilities. If you're like piloting and I'm not doing anything, they might as well take on your responsibilities and vice versa.
I'm trying to teach Sunshine. Although this might be the death of us.
13. 13.
13. Cool.
I'm confused by this proficiency thing.
When you're proficient in something, you're better at it.
It says roll formula. No, I know that. It says roll formula D20 plus ability plus proficiency plus something else,
Yeah,
but I can't see what that is.
Just ignore that bit and then put in the shit you're actually using it for.
Strength and proficiency.
Yeah, just ignore the top bit. That's just the code
Do I-
bit.
Do I also add the +2 to that? I can't see if it added that. +3. Oh no, it didn't add the +2, so I can add a +2 to that. So it's 15, not 13.
Very cool. So
I'm scared.
traveling the expanse. There it is.
I am very scared.
Darn space dogs.
Okay.
Russia needs to stop sending those dogs into space.
15 or higher, all damaged components regain 1d6 plus the crew's quality score, which is currently at a 5. It has been reduced since losing a kobold and losing Tower.
How's it?
The kobolds are
Maybe
your crew,
Tower.
and they are sad that one of their
They
number.
didn't seem very sad.
One of them seems sadder than the other.
But Atlas's sadness at losing Tewa is bringing the
Yeah,
mood down.
Probably. So you get 1d6 plus 5 on all damage
Do we need
components.
another
So you
pet?
get 6 points.
Volga's constant partying is probably
She
not
doesn't
helping the
want
matter.
another pet. She wants Tewa.
Was that 6 just to the engines?
To everything. It's
Oh.
On a 15 or higher, each damage component regains hit points. That's what it is. I've never edited that, so that must have been what I originally wrote. Maybe I misinterpreted it, but if I'm reading my own rules again, it's all things that are damaged. Which makes more sense for the time you're spending going around, like working on different things. You know, maybe you can only do so much in one day. Like, okay, I need to let that like tick over and see if that's holding up. Like, you know, and then the next day you come back and it's like popped off or whatever. You're gonna reset it, like do it a different way. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Cyrus. Alicia and Argentum are doing their shit. The kobolds are doing their shit. Atlas, you're just watching the kobold. That's all you're doing.
Watching those kobolds.
Yeah. As Raycon's just kind of sat with you as well.
Watching those kobolds.
Dwarves are chilling out.
Also
Volgear,
chatting back and forth with a Dragon about it.
if you want to make a... I want to call it like a charisma... or even like a persuasion check with your intelligence or something along those lines to see how like patient you are with Sunshine, and then this will help see how quickly he can grasp the
Right, so
Volgear
am I just doing
punches
a
Sunshine in
straight
the face.
intelligence check then?
Yeah, if you're not proficient in persuasion, then yes, you'll be straight intelligence.
Because because persuasion is charisma, so as long as I can, as long as you're happy
I'm
with
just
that.
imagining Volgear just turning to Sunshine and be like, I'll just be 1 second, walks out the cockpit doors close, muffled screaming. Like walks
Now,
back
I
in
am
like,
clicking
okay.
roll, but it doesn't seem to be rolling. So give us a
Okay,
Fucking-
Sunshine rolled a
that was like-
natural 4 and a natural 1.
1 second. It's not rolling, so I'm just going to roll a d20. 1 second. Let me have a d20 out.
You need to roll 16 or higher. If you can do that, then you have drilled it in the Sunshine.
If you roll on
Right,
that
I need to
one,
find a
you fight
flat
him.
Table. Oh shit. Ah!
Will's lost his dice.
It's stuck down the side of the
Or his
bed.
mind.
So,
While that's happening, Barros, anything particular you want to be doing in the cargo bay, or you literally just taking inventory, like patrolling around, making sure it's all in order?
Yeah, taking images, making sure, seeing if
13.
I can,
13.
I kind of like utilize the space that we've now gained.
Volgear, you set aside like a good chunk of time for this. You make some progress, but upon setting Sunshine out and then getting him in, and like you're like, okay, imagine it's like a combat scenario or like there's an emergency. What button do you press? And Sunshine's like, that one. And it's like, that's a lever. It's like, he's like, I'm sorry, I don't do well under pressure. You know, normally like we like rehearse, you know, like if we're doing like, you know, a fight, you know, things like that, we rehearse or practice, or, you know, I'm better at, you know, reading what someone else is about to do to me rather than, you know, this. Like that thing's not gonna move.
Right.
That's
He
the
says
one
that
that kills
Volgear then
everyone.
points. Volgear then points to the tape he has written on the button that says, "In emergency, press here." He's like, "Fucking read it. Fucking put it on the
What does it say?
button." Right, change of tactic. Volgear drags him.
I can
drags
read and
himself.
write Draconic and Leonin, but I can't read and write the amalgamate stuff.
You just hit as Volgear takes more and starts writing in Draconic.
down, writes in draconic letters.
Oh, that makes more sense. It still takes you like most of the day, and like maybe you'll even go away for a bit, and you're like, okay, come show what button we press. And he gets like closer, but not the right one. He's got it down like 3 buttons. Like on average, he gets it right like 30% of the time.
There's
He's never
30%
far
chance
off.
he'll have rescue.
So that's Atlas just chilling. Cyrus the engine, he's done. Volgear's done. Burst is done. Astra, you get these, and they take her up in the med bay, and she like sits herself down on the bed, and this just kind of like sits there like kicking her feet. Like I'm fine,
Yeah.
honestly. It's just a little like a few scratches and burns and stuff.
I know, but I'm sorry.
Fine, you don't need to be sorry. I made a decision to come get you guys. That's what we
I
do.
know,
We're a team.
but I'm sorry about the cottontail,
The Cottontail's a ship.
and I appreciate it.
There'll always be new ships.
Let's see if Barris can get you a fancy one.
I'd be down. I mean, like, the rule of even like us, and we were, you know, when I was flying properly for the military, is, you know, if you can survive, you can fly a ship the next day. If you die, you're not flying anything else any longer. The ships can always be replaced. They're just stuff, you know? Stuff's not worried about. If we lost one of you guys, that would have been shit, you know?
I know, but
What's
I appreciate it.
Don't worry about it.
we all know she came for Astro only.
Don't get sappy with me. Are you gonna place these bandages or not? Because I can change them myself. I don't need you to baby me.
I'll change them. It's okay.
Okay.
Master changes them.
Yeah, she's bandages over. And then, yeah, eventually, in the middle of all this, Volgir, during one of the exercises of Sunshine, Sunshine points out the main windshield and goes like, huh, don't think I've ever seen that before. Looks like a giant jellyfish. And,
Oh,
that is where we are going to jump into a little bit of initiative. As you were all,
no.
Why do I feel like this is another one for Astra's like afraid of this?
Why am I like, yay, we were also happy to get 2 levels. Why am I now feeling like, oh no, this is why we got 2 levels?
Well, in a completely unrelated thing, Harry, does this make you cry?
I'm gonna go pee real quick before we get
what is it?
things.
That's head on a beer.
Oh, that is a lot of beer head, yeah. That's sad.
This glass does not like being poured
I
beer.
was gonna say, how did you pour that?
I was letting the dogs out for a pee. Why do we
on
have combat
45
music now?
degrees.
What did you do?
You would have had to
But-
pour it at like
It's
60.
an Astra in the med bay together. There's combat music.
Okay.
I poured it 45. It's the shape of the glass. It tapers upwards. It's like it's more whiskey glass than it is bloody. It's like an evening rum and coke glass than it is a
No,
beer
but
glass.
you would have almost had to like slow pour
Ooh,
it.
rum and coke. Great idea.
Way she goes.
That's what I've been drinking.
We don't have any rum.
I have. Right? Do you need rum? I have about 20 liters of the shit from Christmas. No word of a lie. All my suppliers have been giving me Captain Morgan spice rum.
I will take some off your hands.
You're more than welcome to have a bottle of spiced rum off me next time I'm down that way.
Okay. Big jellyfish is not to steal, but it is there. If you want to have a look at it. You see this
Oh, lovely.
biological thing sailing through the expanse towards the Chimera. It seems to be beelining more or less straight to you guys. At this point, it's like by the time you see it, it kind of comes through. It probably comes out of the nebula like suddenly, which you guys kind of like slow down the air, like to keep yourselves like relatively hidden without exposing yourself to any like environmental effects. But it seems to be coming like straight towards you guys, like as if like a moth to a flame. And by the time it pounces upon the Chimera, you're probably about, call it 60 foot, if even, from it. You're probably like 100 foot, 60 foot the closest.
Is there a button of emergency?
Yeah, you can be like, Sapana, put the ship in red alert.
Raise
If
an
you want,
alarm.
like, you know.
Red alert. Just
Sunshine panics, hits the button.
ship shuts down. I will push Sunshine. Are we doing free action at the moment, or is it in
Well,
initiative
it's your
order?
guys' like initiatives, like so your ship will be going before this thing, so all of you guys can just jump in when you want. Ship
Oh,
initiative
okay.
combat, so
I
it's
will-
not, it's loosey goosey.
I will push Sunshine out the way, try and put it on like a red alert effectively, and just fucking start sterning.
Okay, so you
Start
like, get that,
moving
like,
my way
you
left.
Pod the engines back up on full, like you get yourself ready to move, like you know, get like evasive in that kind of sense.
Yeah,
all
trying
of you-
to start evading this thing.
the ship like even better, like Astra, you're like changing like the bandage on like Daisy's like ear, and she kind of like reaches up and like moves some hair like out of your eyes, and you're having this beautiful moment, and this like like the ship goes like red and black like flashing, and Daisy's like, God fucking damn it, like gets herself up, like puts her jacket on, like grabs her gun, starts moving for the door.
Why are you looking at me confused? Dave's got cock blocked by the buzzer.
I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Here she goes out of the med bay, like.
Barros will run for the main gun.
Cool.
Astra, see him by the buzzer.
Barros, you can get there more or less in one turn. You rush all the way up to the. If you want to go for the main gun, that'll take you all the way to the cockpit. So you have to basically dash your way all the way up there. But you can get there.
That's fine.
Daze will also dash, but she's gonna dash down to. She will probably go stand in the middle, and she will ready in action, and she will take up one of the like arcane glass areas if one of you guys doesn't take it up instead. Captain Alicia comes out of the like guard post, and she's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Don't know yet. Find out from whoever's in the fucking cockpit in about 5 seconds." Atlas, this is all happening around you. Drago's like looking up, like.
I feel like Atlas is in the kitchen, like watching the door, and just like everything's just blurring, and she's like, finishes coffee.
Daze has got like a bandage like trailing behind her, like as if she stood in toilet
through
paper.
to the cockpit to get on the big gun. Like, what the fuck are we fighting?
Okay, you walk in the cockpit and you see Barros just runs past you, like gets in the seat, is like. And Atlas, you see out the window this huge big jellyfish.
Pointing.
Oh yeah, that
He's
one's...
pushing buttons with one hand, pointing out the window, like not looking up.
You don't need to put. It takes up like the entire fucking. I see it now. Okay.
He's still pointing. He's not listening to you. He's just pointing.
Are we sure this thing's attacking?
Just, like pointing to like.
I don't know if it's attacking, but it's It's getting coming at us very quickly. I'm just moving away from it for the moment, but better safe than
It
sorry.
doesn't look super intelligent, so I mean we could try talking to it, but it's not like we can like hail it, right?
Why
It's a
don't we just try
jellyfish.
running away from it in the first instance?
Why don't we just assume Astra's like dashed up, has a little bit of a blush on her cheeks? It's like, why don't we just like move out of its way? Maybe it can only go one direction? I don't know.
Maybe we should just try
That's what I'm
avoiding
doing,
it, and
I'm
if
trying
it
to go
goes for
left.
us, we go for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to move to the left. But the DM who
On her
helps
comms,
me
like,
decide how
Cyrus,
far we
how
are moving
fucked are our
has
engines
disappeared.
Right now?
Cyrus in the engines is going, Saparna, what's that buzzer for? Because he's like, he's
I'm
working
just
on things, and he's like, Saparna, why is there a buzzer going
I'm
off?
just imagining Cyrus like the fucking like Stanley with the headphones in, like there's like blaring shit. He's just listening. He's like, dun, 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 dun.
No.
Preliminary scan of the
What
ship,
public
Cyrus.
kicks up
Astra
more?
could be on the verge of cardiac arrest. Also, Volgir's yelling in the cockpit. I don't know what's going on.
You've probably got your headphones on. You're in the cockpit. Buzzer's going, and then you're ignoring all that, and all you see is the engines just go full throttle, and you're just like, I thought I said I want the engines off for maintenance.
No, it's more like Doctor Who whenever he's just like tinkering with something, and then the alarms go off, and he's going, what, I didn't do anything!
No, I like the idea of engines are off so you can tinker, and you're just like in somewhere, and just like a shoot of like fire washes over you, and you're like, well, that's not good.
Does that?
No, Cyrus has got like a
hasn't happened
spanner
to
out, and
Cyrus
he's like
before.
cranking it up, and it like it melts in his hands, like, oh.
My favorite
that
spanner.
one.
My favorite spanner!
That was his
Like, we
size 10
can't stop
spanner,
the
that's what it
engine.
was.
Cyrus is in there. He's fireproof.
Cyrus
So
opens
if
the
I-
engine room doors with a puff of smoke, and he's like, what the hell is going on?
If I can do a movement with the ship, I will move it like as far left as we physically can go out the direct line.
That worked.
The travel of this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna start like spilling the ship and trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just I'm going 90 degrees. I'm not 180. I'm just like trying to.
Sure. These
Fuck off.
will, at the end of everyone's turn, then we'll go take up one of the turrets. Slink will run down to help Cyrus in the engines, and Fizz will hide under his bed. Alicia and Argentum both come out into the main area, and Argentum says to Dragon, "What's happened?" A small one, and Dragon's like, "Well, you see, sir, I don't quite understand what's going on at all, because I am, unfortunately, unable to see out of the windows due to my height. Very well. Strange. Alicia, let's work out what's going on here. He seems very unfazed. Astra, where are you? You rush all the way to the cockpit.
Yeah,
Okay, so you
should probably head to the other.
That probably takes your whole turn and a dash to get up there to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Lazalai and Durl, who are both like in the auxiliary, are like, what's going on? Can we help? Yeah, I just don't understand what's happening here. You guys all good? Oh, what the fuck is that?
Everything's fine. Everyone go sit down.
Heard. I gotta go powder my nose.
Alice's head rotates to like look at all of the crew, like, not you. Not you, Cyrus holding melted wrench.
with like black soot all over his head.
Sunshine like looks at it, goes
Not
like,
you,
I don't
Astra,
know,
who
eat
looks like she's
jellyfish.
starting to get a fever. Not you, Vulgar, pointing at random shit.
Okay, this creature is going to use its movement. This thing moves quick, but not as quick as you guys.
We just like.
Your speed is definitely you're definitely faster than this thing. It's like flying, and as you turn, like it follows after you as you turn, so you kind of lose sight of it. However, it does let out this like strange. You feel this like woof, like almost like knock you over slightly. Cyrus, because you are in the engine, you have the ability to potentially do something to stop something happening here. You see a load of warnings start flaring up across the whole board. If you would like to, you can make a saving throw. I'm not going to tell you which type.
Okay.
If you do this, there is a chance you will take damage. However, you do know that if you do not do this, there's a chance that this blast could knock several ship functions offline.
It's an EMP.
I'm gonna take the save, I
Okay,
guess.
this is going to be a charisma saving throw against the jammer scream of this creature.
Okay.
You're just gonna reverberate a little bit in your head.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
A 14 is unfortunately not a success.
Then I would like to use my newly found feat.
Yeah.
Where are you? Mage Slayer. If I feel an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, I can succeed once per long or short rest.
Cool. Does it have to be against a spell or just in general?
It doesn't say. It just says if you feel
Okay,
a
nice.
wisdom, charisma, or intelligence
A
save.
success, you will take half this damage, and the suppression effect will only last for 2d10 minutes instead of 2d10 days.
Oh.
You're going to take
Jesus.
20 points of psychic damage.
I would rather that be the damage than the number of minutes we're down.
The ship or me?
One of the ship's components is going to go offline for 9 minutes, and I'm going to randomly determine what that is by ruling.
No. If he says navigation, I'm gonna be.
Which is it? The ship or components that are taken for?
You are taking the 20. Not the.
Oh, I'm.
You take 20 damage. You like intercept the damage. Like you like basically put your
Okay.
hands on. You like reroute most of the shock to yourself. However, some of the like it does overload some circuitry. So I'm gonna see what it does overload. So it overloads one of the ship's components, which the Chimera has. 1,
Can
2,
it be the radio by any chance?
3.
If only.
Well, it might be the radio. This is where it's
So-
the cargo bay and things just appear and
I would like someone to roll me a d10.
not me. I rolled an at one last time I rolled.
Oh, Roland, I'm not scared of you.
Should
Full
be.
year's turning the ship, and we slowly see the fridge pass us by.
9. All of you in the cafeteria, the radio goes offline.
Oh.
As the trickster AI soaks up a lot of this overcharge and we're static. So yeah, number 1 was the shield generator, number 2 was the helm, 3 was the engine, 4 was your guns, 5 was Savior, 6 was Survivor, 7 was Nemesis, 8 was Collector, 9 is Trickster, and 0 was a reroll with 2 being hit. So you actually rolled probably the best one, to be honest.
Welcome.
Ash is probably there like, have I gone deaf? What?
No,
For 9
I can
minutes,
still.
the Trickster AI is offline. The radio, like, just stops working for those 9 minutes.
Is it just
effectively.
static? Is it just static now or something?
But it probably just completely stops. It just stops emitting any noise. The creature is now going to try to grab you with its tentacles. These big, like, jellyfish tentacles going to reach around and try to grab the Chimera. 16 twice to hit. I believe the Chimera has an AC of 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So they will both hit. So you're just going to take some damage. The hull takes 38 points of force damage, and the Chimera is grappled. And you see the tentacles begin to glow with a blue, like globular glow, and they almost begin to like get wider from the bottom, and you see it getting closer and closer to the ship. Start of your turn, until the grapple ends. Every time at the start of your turn, I will make it the end of your turn because that makes it more exciting. Because there's no one else can save you in this combat effectively. So I'll make
Does the grapple bypass shields?
Yes, it grabs like the hull. So like the outer, so it's like wrapped around. It's like tying a rope around. So like it goes all the way around. You know. The damage would not bypass shields, but the grapple will.
Is there anything I
would
can...
technically, because you turned it aside, probably hit your side shields.
So that means we take 42 damage to the hull.
It was 38.
38.
What's that?
28.
38
There we
minus
go. I'm
whatever
about
your
to say,
side
stop
shields
adding
are.
damage.
38 minus whatever your side shields are.
Which is,
Yeah,
I think,
20.
10.
Yeah, 28.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do 28
Stop
points of
adding damage, Ryan. Adding 4 extra damage where it didn't need to exist.
Okay. It is then your turn. You see these tentacles begin to glow. You think if you cannot manage to break this grapple before the end of this turn, there's a chance that the tentacles are going to do more damage to the ship.
You shoot the bloody things, Barros. Shoot it.
Do we have
Ash is
an
gonna...
initiative order, or is it just all at once?
It is so your guys' ship just all work together, so you all can chime in because it might be like, I'm gonna use the gun. Someone, like, give me all she's got, Captain. You communicate in those ways to make use of the shared abilities.
What can I do with the ship to escape grapple? But what is there an option for myself, just on my own, or do I? Is it
So you
via
would have to
something
make
else?
a piloting check, and you would have to beat the escape DC of the grapple. The same way you would make like an athletics or acrobatics check if you were being grabbed by something as just vulgar. So it would be you'd have to make a piloting check to see if you could skillfully, like throw the ship in reverse and then suddenly slam it forward, like throw it off or something along those lines.
I will give it a shot.
Can I order? Who's with me? Scraps.
Mm-hmm.
Can I order him to give her all she's got, so that he basically uses his turn to give Volgear. Where's the thing?
So it is. It's not Scrap. Sorry, it's Fizz.
Fizz.
Fizz is not an officer.
Crap.
Aboard your ship. You are the engineering officer on the ship, so it would have to be you who would have to do something along those lines. But you could have him do something else for you.
I'll give her all she's got then.
Cool.
So
she's gonna give her all she's got, Captain.
You get to add my proficiency to yours, so it's +4.
So that's an extra +4. If I've got proficiency in space vehicles,
yes.
Is it just pure efficiency, and what was the check for it?
So it's normally a dexterity reflexes kind of check, so it would be your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus, and then it would be plus Cyrus's, given all she's got, captain, bump it even higher.
So it's a +8 +4. No, sorry, never mind. +4 +4, so +8. Plus another 4 is +12 on whatever I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a 13, so it's a 25.
25 will succeed. You break the grapple from one of the tentacles. Grapple to 2 tentacles, so you have to break both. But someone else could like do that a different way. There might be another way to break the grapple.
Shoot the tentacle.
I was gonna say with that, I will with the main gun shoot the other tentacle.
Sure. Daze will help. She's going to use her blaster amplified through the arcane glass to try to give assistance as well. That's what she will also be shooting.
Arcane turret is a +6. Cool. So is it just a d20 +6?
D20 +6 to hit, unless your dexterity, and because you're proficient in guns now, so if your dexterity bonus plus proficiency is higher, then you could use that instead.
That's a +9.
Then you can use that instead if you like.
Sure. So we'll just roll a d20. So that's non-nat 20.
Good, that will hit.
And that is 40-10.
Nice, go for it.
The green screen is on top of Juno and she thinks she's stuck.
23 points of damage. Piercing.
These will do a further 34 points of damage to the tentacle, and with a total of 55, that will be enough to break the tentacle. So that tentacle slithers away and falls off you, and you see like the acidic glow like just fall, as it like breaks off into space.
Moving as far away as we can.
You move your movement. How fast can you move around, Chimera? Do you recall off the top of your head?
Ship specs. Unfortunately, the engines are on 63, so 20 for -20. We're 40% down. No, sorry. We are 20% down. So movement speed is 800 feet.
800 feet a turn? Or is that after your deduction?
Locomotion is 800 feet. If the engine is destroyed, the speed is just 0. The Chimera crashes. It takes -20 per 20 damage taken.
So it's not scale. So because you've not taken below 60 or 60 or lower, so you've only lost 20%. So you are 800 multiplied by 0.8. You have 640, which is very fast. This thing has a fly speed of 60 foot. So unless it can maintain that grapple on you, you'll be able to get a good distance away. So you seal 640 foot away. You've already fired everyone who could fire, I believe. Is anyone else doing anything at all? Maybe before Volgear moves you out of reach, or?
Atlas might be able to move to the spare gun and fire as well if she wanted to. I think we've got a spare gun.
Yeah, it's the arcane glass. She would need to dash to get there this turn, though. 55 foot from where she currently is.
Could Astra get to it, maybe?
Steam distance will be 55.
Yeah.
Or 50 if you really pushed it.
I think it's just. I can't see. 40 feet. No, I don't think Scraps could make it if he tried.
No, Scraps.
I think
Fizz couldn't make it.
Astra probably dash there in the meantime, dash to get there for the next round, and then
get set up there.
Comes
Atlas,
back
anything
at them.
you'd like to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I got on the gun, but then it got stolen from me.
But you didn't get there. Barros beat you to the gun. Yeah. I described that actually whenever you came into the cockpit. The Barros is already there.
I don't think there is anything super helpful I can do right now.
Go kick Daze out of hers place if you want.
Get the fuck out of here.
Cyrus will tell Fizz to basically transfer the 10 of the front shields to the side shields.
Yes, he will do that for you.
So there's 20 on the front, 10 on the side, 10 on the rear.
You can ask Soprana. Soprana does serve as an officer. She can do anything an officer would do from anywhere in the ship. So actually, she's not done anything this turn. So she could do another given roll she's got if you wanted, or she could do a fire at will, or full speed ahead, which would give the ship a bit more speed.
Speed is always handy.
Sure. Roll a d6.
Are we
One
running
of
or
the
are we
t-
fighting?
I thought we were just running. Do you want me to roll it, or do one of the two that aren't really able to do anything want to roll?
What are we rolling?
There's a d6 is for your full speed ahead for a Soprano. Let's see if you can get any more distance.
That would be a 1.
Okay, there's an extra 5 foot, better than nothing. I would need another d6 to see if this thing can recharge its spell, Jammer Scream, sorry.
Jammer Scream?
Yeah.
That would be a 6.
That will be a recharge.
Wrong way round.
I can't save again. I did my one thing. I've only got one in me per day.
This thing
Six
will,
fuck in
this
it.
thing will attempt to Jammer Scream your ship and try to take out one of your components. It will propel itself 60 foot and then dash for another 60 foot and then use its bonus action to Jammer Scream. So I will. It's still about 500 foot from you guys. Like you're still a good distance away, but this thing's got a long range. Looks like it's probably got a max range of around about 600 foot. So if you can keep moving and get away one more time, you could probably then keep this thing at bay and not be a risk anymore.
Are we at that distance now where we can just see it traveling towards us?
Yes.
Like this attack now?
Yeah, you see the like this wave like firing out in your direction. It looks like it's coming like a cone like towards you. This big blue bioluminescent blast.
Cold Mark II.
I'm gonna save again.
Okay.
Because I need to try and save the ship.
Charisma save, please, Cyrus. DC is 17.
16.
DC is 17.
Yeah.
You're gonna take the full
If
whack.
I didn't have my -1.
You take 32 points of psychic damage, and because you have failed, you still reduce it from days to hours, so it'll be 2d6 hours instead of 2d6 days. So if you succeeded in 2d10 minutes, sorry, so it's 2d10. 13 hours for something, and I need someone to roll me a d10, please.
Mary?
Yeah, I can roll.
You've not had many rolls.
7.
Yeah, 7.
Luckily, it's one of your AIs. I don't know which one on top of my head, but it's not anything. It's not a critical system. That is the Nemesis AI, which is your bonus to attack and damage rolls with the Chimera. So your weapon systems begin to like sputter and become a bit less responsive, but nothing too critical. With that, because it didn't luck out and didn't manage to get either your helm or your engine, which would have rendered you stuck, it will not be able to catch up to you.
If it takes out our collector AI, that would also screw us because it increases our storage space by 25%.
True. So it would have made you slow down again.
Our scrap metal would have been jettisoned.
Yeah. So but luckily,
You'd be like
it took
shrapnel,
out
just like
the two least useful things in that moment to allow you to get away, and you are able to increase your speed and disappear off into the expanse and lose this thing. You will literally be able to outrun it just as long as you keep moving, which you were able to do. So after some time, you do return back to you eventually like tuck the ship behind like some asteroids, thousands and thousands of miles away, and you believe you're hundreds of miles away, sorry, and you believe that you're probably safe once more after a couple hours probably just dodging around. After you've kind of clearly cleared the distance, Days will come back out from the gun, and I'll be talking to like the dragons, be like, okay, it's all handled. You guys can go back to doing whatever it was you guys do. Our Jantum's gonna travel back to his quarters. Let's go take back her guard.
The engineer doors open. Cyrus steps out with like a bloody nose and some blood coming from his ears, and he's just like, "What the fuck was that thing?"
Asher goes into panic mode.
Base
You want some bandage? There's like cuts. The bandage is just still like not attached here properly. Is offered to Cyrus.
Wipes nose with it.
That's probably fine.
I should probably give you a cure wounds. Hold on.
What do you mean, space jellyfish?
You get
Big
20
jellyfish.
healing.
Do you know what a
Space jellyfish.
jellyfish is?
I know what a
Do
jellyfish
you know
is.
what space is?
Jellyfish
Cyrus.
don't scream in your head
Cyrus.
and
Screaming
What?
space jellyfish. I don't know, Cyrus. I'm not a
Cyrus,
spaceologist.
jellyfish. It was a lot of tentacles.
okay. Just turns around and walks back into the engineer room.
There's a lot of things in space, okay?
Did you get your healing?
I did get my healing, thank you.
Astra, are you okay? When you came into the cockpit, your face was a little like burning up. You coming
I'm
down with
fine.
something? Because if you are, don't spread it to everyone else.
Wouldn't surprise me. She is the medical person on the ship. She interacts with all the sick
Yeah, but none
people.
of us have been sick, so like, why is she getting sick? Unless she's interacting
I don't
with
know.
people we don't know about.
Maybe she's susceptible to dragon flu.
Astra, do you have dragon flu? Also, does dragon flu exist?
I don't know. No, I don't think I'm sick.
Well, there's the common cold, so I also assume that there's the draconic cold and the orcish cold and the elven cold.
Elvish cold. The Orin cold.
The dwarven cold. Cyrus would like to run some sort of diagnostic.
When you get sick, do you get the celestial cold or the infernal cold?
Infernal cold is also known as a fever. Celestial cold is just a cold.
Does Astra get both of them? Because, man.
Cyrus gets infernal fever, he's okay. Cyrus gets a cold, he takes double
He
damage.
dies. He just dies. Astra gets seasick.
Or doesn't get seasick.
I just feel like you two comparing illnesses is like, before you were born, I suffered yellow fever, black fever, night fever, infernal fever.
I had to walk to school, and it was uphill both ways. Cyrus would like to run a diagnostic because he knows some systems took a hit, but he wants to try and figure out which ones.
Yeah, make me an
asking
engineer's
Soparna for help.
tools check.
Does anyone else feel like it's
advantage.
weirdly silent in here?
Yeah, I can hear myself think, and I don't know if that's a good thing.
After about 9 minutes, the radio.
Oh, just realized what went quiet.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Radio Trickster. I'm sure you miss me. Best believe that I missed you. It's been a long 9 minutes, but best believe I'm back for another 4 years, people.
Cyrus,
Astley
whatever
kicks in.
happened, can you do it again?
22 is the check.
Yeah, you like
24
go through.
because of the +2.
Looks like whatever this thing was, it was like if you didn't intervene, it probably would have knocked out like multiple systems at a time. It would lock them up for a lot longer. Looks like there's no permanent damage that can't be repaired. You see that the Nemesis AI is currently offline. Looks like it's just being completely overloaded. Like whenever you take an initial reading of it, the temperature that AI holding core is currently at is like 30 times what it normally is. So it's almost like it's just massively overheated. So we'll need to naturally come back down to temperature one way or another. Which will just
Yeah, there's no way of like focusing the cooling vents through it or anything.
there would be if you had not already spent most of your day and energy on, you know, repairing the engines, repairing the hull. Like, you know, you're tired, like, and you're hurting, and Sunshine is just in the cockpit. He's like, so like if that happened and you guys weren't here, I would press this button, and he points the complete wrong button.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that button.
The one that says, in case of emergency, press. Here, I even wrote it in Draconic.
But Volgir, that label's like so long. There's like 20 buttons around that label.
Put an arrow on it.
I'm going to highlight the arrow I drew, and I'm going to make the arrow massive.
I thought that was like a dwarvish like letter, like your name.
I will then get pieces of tape and square the button off around the arrow, so it is literally a box with an arrow.
And he points to like this one.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
And as he walks away, which one?
Hmm.
Which one?
There's a lot of buttons, Volgir. I'm sorry.
Am I seeing the smoke come out of his ears?
Yeah, but not out of anger. It's more like the sparks of like a malfunctioning bit of machinery. Deez will ambush Astra before she can get out of her little turret pod.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were interrupted.
Yeah, I mean, your bandage fixed.
Yeah. But yeah, we can do that later. We don't have to do that now if you don't want to.
Okay.
Then she like stops. You don't have to. I don't want you to spend time with me because you feel guilty or because you feel like you owe me anything. I want you to do it because you want to do it. If you feel like you owe me something, that's what presents are for. Get me something, and I'll politely decline it, and then we move on. But you don't have to do all this just because you feel like you have to or feel like you owe me. That's not what I want. Then she leaves.
Astra needs to think.
Cyrus comes out of engineering, holding his head, walking towards bed.
Oh, geez, Cyrus, that was really cool. Whenever you did the thing where you like grabbed the like cables and like injected them in your arms, that was really smart. I wouldn't have thought to do that. I mean, that probably would have killed me. Let's be honest.
I didn't. Thank you, Fizz, but I didn't inject them into my arms. I just grabbed hold of the cables that were surging.
Oh,
For the record,
how bad could that be?
Not a smart decision. It hurts a lot. I think it would probably kill you.
Probably. Maybe we should make some way to like have a machine do that.
Yeah, or I could get like some insulation gloves. Although it was like screaming in my head, so I don't really know if. Yeah, machine would probably be a good idea.
Maybe it was kind of like those AIs you've got on the ship that you've been showing me. Maybe it's something like that. Like, you know, one of them screams sometimes.
It did target the AIs. Maybe we could get like a dummy AI that could like just be the buffer.
We could call it Cyrus.
No.
What? You think that's appropriate?
No, it's just like, I don't know. Call it substitute or something.
Cyrus 2.
Sure, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
We'll work on
We'll
it.
have to invent it first. You know, that could take some time. Well, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, you do that. Cyrus just limps to bed.
Okay, bye, Cyrus.
Good work in swapping the shields, by the way.
Thanks. I can do that stuff.
Lapses onto bed. Takes a nap.
Okay, so Cyrus takes a snooze. Anything else anyone would like to do? Talk to anybody? It's happy to let the time tick down in safety.
Astra will probably check on Cyrus after all the mental
You find him
knocks he got.
face down in his bed.
Yep. He is
Face
taking a short
down,
rest.
ass up.
He
That's
is
the way Cyrus short rest.
he is out for at least an hour, just gone.
I feel like she pokes him like Cyrus. Yeah, no, I don't want to risk that.
Gear, like Sunshine taps you on the shoulder and was like, you know, whenever I struggle with things for a long time, sometimes I find just having a drink and putting my feet up is a good way to kind of just chill out.
That's fine. Answer me this question. Which button is it? And this will determine what drink we have.
Volgear, there's a lot of buttons, man, okay? Some of them are round, some of them are hexagonal, some of them look like little, like doodads that only go two ways.
I've got to know if anything I'm doing is influencing this check at all.
He is getting an invisible bonus you can't see, but it's still not very high. Look, I think if you just go over with me like another day, we'll get this. But like, look, I can only absorb so much in one day.
Fine. I'll pull out a bottle of whiskey.
Yay!
I didn't say this was for you.
Oh,
This is to cure my headache from you.
fair
I'll
enough.
pull out
That's
another
fine.
bottle of whiskey. This is to share.
Atlas extends a half-full coffee mug that she has made to keep watch on the kobolds again.
Volgear will drink his way through one bottle and then split the other bottle between everyone else, including him. So he will drink a bottle and whatever's percentage he is splitting with everyone else. He is pouring himself. He is pouring himself
Save for
triples and everyone else
Volgear.
singles
He gets advantage.
because he is had enough.
I think
A
Ash
con
just
save.
turns up with a knitting needle and some wool and
Alcohol
starts
to get advantage.
seriously
Let's
knitting
see if this
something.
actually rolls. Is it going to roll?
That should do so.
No.
Astra's having like a hot whiskey with some sugar in it.
Like knitting furiously.
Right, so it's 17 natural with advantage, so it's a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, Sunshine will join for some drinks. Days will join for some drinks. The dwarves will also join. Fizz and Slink will join also. The dragons don't partake. Seem to focus on whatever task is kind of at hand.
Volgear will make a note on his horse strap, buy more whiskey at next stop.
And yeah, you all like chill out, rest up after your strange encounter with space jellyfish, and eventually bed down for the evening. It is a little bit cramped aboard the Chimera. Fizz probably volunteers to sleep, just like in the canteen, like on a chair. Slink doesn't.
Fizz and Slink are both small. They can share a single, surely.
That's probably what you suggest, and then Slink is like, Fitz is gonna sleep in the sofa out there on the chair, and then Fizz like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. He'll push over.
Someone can take my room, I'll just take this junk pile.
You know what? I think it should be a rotation. Why don't you take the sofa today, and Fizz, you take the bed. You worked hard today.
Okay, you know what? Fine. We'll do that. If that's what you say, Master.
I'm just saying he was more helpful during that encounter than you were.
Hey, look, man. I got my skills. My skills are not fighting space jellyfish.
Not my skills either, but we do what we can to help out.
Okay, you all bed down for the night?
Nobody disrespects my boy Fizz. He worked hard.
Iris, what's your past perception?
Not high. It's 14.
Cool. All right. We'll sleep soundly. And arise the next morning The ship's engines are recharged and ready to take you on your next leg of the journey, if you so wish.
How many stations?
Yeah, I'll just shout there. Beros, your turn. As Volgis slinks his way back to bed. You'll probably coming out of his bunk as he is finishing his drinks for the night.
Cyrus,
Sink his way
probably
home.
around about breakfast or lunch, maybe one of those times, or maybe whenever you start going about your work, you can't find your moonlit forge tools.
I fucking knew it. I will remove those from my attunement because I don't have them. But I am going straight to keep forgetting his name.
Link.
Slink. I will go straight to Slink.
Yeah. Slink's like sat on the sofa, like a little chair where he pre-slept the night before. Yo, good buddy, what's going on? You look angry. What's going on?
I think you've made your point about your skills.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Look, you're talking about my ability to eat a bowl of cereal. Sure, make an insight check.
Insight check with a +0. It's a 7.
Well, I will roll for Slink. Where is my...
You know someone very insightful, but if you ask for her
Yo,
help, she
two
is
people
going
quite
to take the
insightful.
shit out of you.
You know someone who's less insightful, potentially less likely to take the shot.
Kobolds. Slink. With an 8, Cyrus. Hard to read.
I
Look,
know
man, look,
he's
I don't even know what you're
talking
talking about. Look, I ate a bowl of cereal this morning. You saying that I can use a spoon? Yeah, of course I can use a spoon. Everybody knows how to use a spoon.
My tools are missing. I had them with me when I went to bed. They are no longer with me.
I wouldn't have any use for any tools, you know. What would I have used for that? You know, like you said, I'm useless at that kind of thing.
With tools, sure. Taking tools, you might be very adept at.
Maybe.
You seem to have a bit of a problem with what I suggested last night, so I'm thinking you did something about it and are making a point.
Those your tools? And he points over your shoulder.
I look over my shoulder.
Fizz has just come out of the bedroom, and Fizz has on his belt your tools. On his tool belt. Those ones? The ones you normally carry around? Those look a lot like those ones you normally carry around.
Yeah, they are the ones that I usually carry.
Well, you know.
Thief.
Must have quit, you know? I ain't got shit. You must have quit. That's what they say.
Don't go anywhere. And Cyrus will walk over to Fizz.
Hey, Cyrus, how's it going?
Hey, Fizz. Is that my tool belt?
Oh, this is my tool belt. What are you talking about? Oh. You know, I did think this looked more shiny than normal. I did wonder why I have 2 of everything. You know, I just thought that maybe I'd misplaced something. Or maybe my tools made baby tools, you know? That's something that can happen, right? When a spanner and a spork love each other very much.
No, I don't think tools can do that. Did you just wake up with them?
Well, I can't say. I only really know it's here, so I guess so. I kept them in my footlocker at the end of the bed, and I got dressed and put my belt on and came out.
Oh. Yeah, do you mind if I have my tools back?
Yeah, of course, totally fine. Hang on, that's that one. That's that one. No, that one's mine. That's Rusty. That one there looks like that. How many were there? I've got like a lot on this belt, man. It goes like behind me and shit. I can't.
Cyrus will just start like
see behind yourself while you put stuff behind yourself.
Here, I will help you. And Cyrus will just start picking up the tools that are his, putting them in his belt. I will turn around. I will make like direct contact with Slink and just be like,
"What? What are you talking about?" Nothing saying. He's looking at me funny. Look at this guy. He's looking at me funny.
Is anybody else in the kitchen?
It's like Brad.
I feel like Ash are probably walking
Absolutely
at
in the
this stage.
kitchen watching this go down. Just silent.
Cyrus squints at Slink and slowly makes his way to the engineering room carrying
That guy's a
a
fucking
pyro bar or
racist.
something.
You know, he doesn't like dragon folk. Look at him.
Next time, one tool at
I
a
don't
time.
think so. I think he just doesn't like you.
You think Cyrus hasn't counted the tools on his belt? These are very rare items.
Hide him in the vents. He'll never get him in the vents.
I don't know if I can hear that with my passive perception at 14.
You probably can.
I heard that!
Diaz comes down, gets
The
breakfast.
fuck you gonna do about it, devil boy?
Look, are we really starting the day off with devil boy? What the fuck's going on?
Cyrus will walk up and just like lean really close to Atlas and be like, if you want to keep your little dragon pet around, make sure he behaves. If not, I'm flushing him out the fucking airlock. And then he returns to the engineer room.
gesture you as close as she can get you. You know, when you get stronger, I get more ice magic.
You really want to do that in the ship?
I think I'm dumber than you.
I tend to agree.
God, you could just cut the sexual tension with a knife, couldn't you?
What do I have to roll to thorn whip his ass as he walks away?
I think you just make an attack, right?
Hang on, let me just Nah, I miss. I just make the whipping sound with the thorn whip.
Oh, I seen the damage and thought, no, you actually just hit. No.
Okay, I'm gonna get breakfast. This is it's getting boring now. Days goes the worst bit.
Oh.
Got too rough. Rough. You scared or? Sylvie got told off. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, and you guys have another day? You're gonna make the final jump to Harmony Station?
Yep.
Alrighty. Jump again. Navigator's tools checks already made, but I will need a couple of D100 checks, please. On board and off board.
I'll do the onboard.
I'll do the off-board.
I'm not doing the off-board again. I'm not fighting another jellyfish.
More jellyfish.
Just a D100, yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Oh no!
The off board, yeah.
Jellyfish!
3 jellyfish, yeah. Oh.
Off board barrels, yeah.
Yeah.
And please.
Oh.
Roll better,
10.
man.
Okay.
What did we get last time when we rolled a d10?
1 and what did D10. Damn.
I'm looking for a d10. You're looking for a
Ten.
d10.
Was it 3 or 5 or something?
You got a 5. You got a 5 on the D10.
Yeah, so it's not going to be another jellyfish. It might be jellyfish's older cousin.
It's 2 jellyfish because it's 5 times 2.
Oh no.
Okay. Do-do-do-do. So where would everyone place themselves? Travel today.
Engine room.
Sure.
I believe I'm piloting.
Yeah, I've left you to pilot, so I will probably be. I'll be honest. I'm probably snoozing off a night
Sure.
because
Makes sense. Would you be on like the would you be in like the auxiliary, or would you be like up in your bedroom?
My bedroom.
Okay, it's 4 is
I
bedroom.
think
Paying that
after
kobold
a
a
mixture
gold
of
to move shit around in the
trying-
engine room in an annoying way.
There's links in the
Really?
engine room.
Yeah,
no,
I think
they-
after a night of
So Slink wouldn't
trying
be in the
to
engine room when you were there.
teach.
Because like Cyrus is there already. So Slink will just be chilling.
Yeah, I think a night after, a day after trying to teach Sunshine to fly a ship, and then a night of drinking with Sunshine.
Volgir's head
I don't
hurt
think me or
real
Sunshine
bad.
are probably in a fit state.
Yep.
No, I'm fine. I don't think Sunshine's going to be too
He's
alive,
just
though. But
very
I've been
sleepy.
pouring him a third.
Atlas.
I've been pouring him a third. Well, I've been on night watch with these shit.
Yeah.
Sunshine poured cereal into his coffee and just milk into the bowl.
Atlas, what are you up to?
If nobody is around in the cockpit, well, obviously Beryl says she will head to the cockpit because that will keep her far away from the engine room in case anything goes missing.
Okay. Astra, anything you're doing?
Astra is knitting.
Cool. Where do you want to knit?
She's
Are you knitting or are you stress knitting?
She's knitting. She's a bit of both. In the mess room. Someone else.
These is up until
She's
the
making
room.
something.
Dragon is watching the dragon still. I assume. I'll leave him there anyway. Dwarf to dwarf things. Fizz of Cyrus. Alright. Cool. So while you're all, doing your own thing, looking after yourselves, whatever it may be.
Yes, he is still with the watching the dragon.
Okay. So, you guys detect something on your scanners as it gets very close to the ship. Those of you in the rooms upstairs, which I believe is just Diz and Volgir, actually hear something like bong, like off the ship's hull. You maybe don't think much of it initially.
Maybe a little rock that's just knocked off the ship.
Should be a bit of metal. We've got a magnetic hull.
You guys attract a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, true. We probably hear a lot of tunes.
Volgir, you put the you left the you've left the thing outside, haven't you? You've left the shuttle on where this ship used to be.
I did, and then I retconned it, and then I did again because Veros was looking at all the ship space that we had. So I think in the end of it, I think that's what's it's out there.
So is it there? Cool, nice. Righty. Atlas and Beros, you would hear Serpana announce in the cockpit. I think something may have damaged the shuttle, perhaps. I'm getting some weird readings from up there.
Jellyfish baby.
Is there any way to get from the shuttle, from the ship to the shuttle without going into space?
Yes, the shuttle is basically connected.
It's a direct hatch.
Via the hatch,
Airlock.
yeah.
Want
It's
me
like
to
a
go check it
spaceport,
out,
isn't it?
Beros?
Hmm?
Want me to go check out the shuttle?
Sure, I was warming up a biscuit.
Oh, heat one up for me and I'll get it when I get back.
That's fine.
Beryl, can I have one?
It is.
I get
It,
the
it
next
contains
one.
one cookie slot.
It contains
One!
2, actually.
I tell everyone one.
Because he always needs his one warming up, Whenever it pops out, he shields it so we can't see.
It looks awfully wide for one cookie. It's that very complex device.
Atlas will head up to see what's blooping.
Okay. You make your way up. You
And
open
there's
the
no
door.
shuttle.
to where the shuttle
She is very
is.
unbothered by all of this. She is still thinking of ways to get back at Cyrus for his crime of questioning her.
As soon as you open,
Well, how did I question you?
as soon as you open the hatch, chunked. What you're wearing? Are you wearing your suit still, or are you not wearing it
Yeah.
anymore because your lungs are fine?
No, she always wears her suit.
Okay.
Well, she wears her suit when she's in emotional distress, and Tawa is gone, so she's always in emotional distress now.
Okay. Volgir, you're napping. Your door is closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Atlas, you notice that Daze's room is open as you kind of go up. Looks like she's like just sticking her head up, like, "What's going on? Are we all good?"
Shuttle's doing something weird. It's fine.
Fine, whatever. She goes back in. Call me if you need help. Leaves the door open. You open the hatch, and the Chimera depressurizes. All the air is sucked out from the upstairs area where you are. All of you downstairs, food begins like floating up in the air.
Close the hatch, close the
Chaos
hatch.
that's kicking off. An emergency shutter closes off the upstairs from the downstairs to stop the depressurization going wrong. Atlas, you try to close the hatch, and as you pop it open for a second, and like it gets blasted open by like, the force of all the air getting just like expelled out into space. You immediately can't hear anything. You reach up, grab the hatch, and you start to pull it closed again. And as you do so, you realize that there is something in front of you. You look up. You're like, the shuttle's there. Like you've opened up into the shuttle, but there's something in the shuttle. You see a huge bodied creature, arms much larger than its legs. Looks like it almost has like got, it's got like exposed flesh, like kind of olivey in color. It has long like black brown hair that kind of falls, like grows long back. Its shoulders have the same hair growing long as well. Armpits, big long arm hair, and its hands have hair on the backs of the hands. Looks very, very strong, has these black fingernails. It is almost humanoid, if not for the fact that its mouth is as big as your face. It has a tiny nose between where its eyes would be, and its mouth is like dominated all the way down below it. You don't hear it yell, but you certainly see it imposing on you, and it puts a hand blocking your ability to close this hatch. In your panic, looking behind you, you see Daze has fallen into the hallway with no suit on and is currently like at risk of suffocation. Volgir is fine because his room is sealed. And as we just before we delve into what initiative will bring for us, I think that's a good place to stop for the night, and you can have a little peek of what this lovely creature looks like right there.
No,
Oh.
This thing's about
very
to get a
nightmare
cone
feel,
of
I
cold
bet you.
directly into its face.
Yeah, Daze
Astras.
has fallen here. So Daze is like Daze is like obviously been panicked and it probably has got some air, but she is like probably hasn't had this forefront of like take a big deep breath because like you're about to go underwater.
Astra's nightmare list number 7.
Alrighty, and that is where we're going to
But
stop
the
today.
6-year-old
We'll pick
spiders.
this up next week and see how the group deal with the Maw of the Inoghu, a demon who managed to get past the devilish barricades. Bye bye.